Welcome back to Roll Call
Studios
Incorporated LLC Esquire. Welcome back to our Slivers of Fate campaign. I'm super excited to be back, and I can't wait to see what y'all do in town. Our setup's a little bit different right now. Discord is being weird.
I'm a map.
I'm the map. I'm the map. I'm the map.
Dora busts in through the ceiling, takes us down. It's my song.
What is oh yeah in Spanish? She's like the Spanish Kool-Aid man.
Yeah.
I don't think oh yeah is
Oh,
Spanish.
sí!
It's just her. Yeah, oh see.
I was gonna do the Cuillin, yes, Daddy.
No. Already off the
I
rails.
cannot be contained to one singular person. I am an unknowable entity
You are
of
every.
mass proportion.
You are every PBS like child character. You are Caillou. You are Dora. You are Arthur.
I'm an
You
unknowable
are.
entity from the abyss.
But right
Fear
now,
me.
but technically right now you're the map, and as we learned a few sessions ago,
The map was an unknowable entity from the abyss.
You're a bunch of
Chaos
children.
woman.
so I'm
You're
gonna
the
pass
children
it
of
over.
truth.
Sai's gonna run this session as the BBEG, and
Oh no.
I will
All right,
play-
fuckers, everyone roll initiative.
Man, this
Let's do
campaign
this.
ended real quick.
I'm gonna play the rest of the world as you all defend it.
Everyone roll initiative against the Earth.
It's an earthquake.
Or somehow the Earth goes last.
Just sitting there like, oh, that was itchy.
Oh, it's itchy.
Okay,
Aw, it tickles.
so before we get into it, I will start hitting buttons and pass it across the table.
You're a button.
You're a
But
button.
him, I hardly
You're a
know
button.
him.
Today we're playing D&D.
D&D?
That means last week we played D&D.
Yeah, we did. We did. I'm not used to that after all the past few weeks.
And that means that video went up on that previous Monday, and this video will go up on next Monday. Next week we will not be playing D&D.
As three of us will be out of town. Not together. Well, two of us
Back
together.
to break times.
I know.
But if you miss us for too long, Sai, what else are you going to do?
Well, tomorrow night,
Mm-hmm.
over at twitch.tv/the RPG table. Wait, hold on. Tomorrow night,
Oh,
over at
God.
twitch.tv/the RPG table,
I love
you
it.
can check out
Is that
Chicago
you?
by Night.
I do have puppets down here. Do you want like a puppet that peeping
You
into
should
my camera
totally
every
get
so
a
often?
puppet.
Watch Vampire the Masquerade Chicago by Night over on the,
The freaking
RPG
slide
table,
in.
or I'll kill you and eat your soul.
Oh, God.
Pretty sure I have that bird puppet down there. You want that one?
No, this works.
Okay.
Outside of that, Sunday, we're finally coming back with season 2 of DC by Night. So watch
Hell
that
yeah.
too, or I'll
Let's
hunt you
go.
down, and I'll find you.
That's scary.
I know where you sleep.
Scary.
In your bed.
So
I
I just want to point out what we just witnessed was literally the skeleton of a Muppet just acting on its own. Like, I'm imagining if a Muppet was real and
Hey ho,
saw
I'm
that,
naked
we
here.
would be freaking out as if we were looking at a skeleton.
Don't look, perverts.
It's obviously just Scully Bones from one.
I'm a little underdressed.
Especially the yelling part. I just imagine.
I just.
Just that. Okay, anyway.
I'm
Helicopter
not
frog.
doing that the whole stream, by the way. I would literally kill my voice.
What? That's crazy.
I have no way of enticing you right now without completely breaking the world.
Yeah.
Like,
Size
anything
me
that I
careful.
could give John right now would be
That is something you can do.
game-shattering.
I know. I heard about it.
The Muppet folk.
There's a Muppet here. I saw it.
I also realized while I was doing that, I unplugged my headphones.
Oh, perfect.
I was wondering why Shiro's
they're
little
being
box
really
was
fr-
lighting up, but it was so quiet.
So quiet and lonely.
Anyway, with all that being said, we now go back into the world of Lapleer in our Slivers of Fate campaign.
Oh, one last thing.
God damn it!
Happy
Yes?
Chinese New Year, everyone, this weekend.
Yes!
Everyone who celebrates. Gong Hei Fa Choi. Okay, that's it. That's it. That's
Thank you. Thank you. Very needed.
Welcome. You're welcome.
Okay. Splash.
Splash.
wanna-
Oh, one more thing.
I got metal dice over here. I'm either gonna hit you or break that display.
I'd be surprised if you did.
So, you all had just gotten in to the port of.
Polnaret.
Thank you. I was like, please, someone say the name. Don't make me seem stupid.
Porn rat?
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Man, here's a whole new definition of Rizzo the Rat.
God damn it.
I mean, that's what Ratcatcher is currently
I was
doing.
gonna say all in the name of
Ratcatcher's dead.
Ratcatcher's fucking dead. Yeah, he dead.
Not on OnlyFans.
Sorry, what?
That's where he's known as Ratchet Catcher.
Oh my god.
If we have anybody who does art, and you would like a description of Ratcatcher, I will give it to you if you will draw Ratcatcher doing OnlyFans.
Oh my god, you could like make it like really like 1920s skimpy where he's like lifting a pant leg and like just like a bunch of gross disgusting leg hairs and stuff. That'd be
And a
awesome.
rat.
I'd be about it.
Slice of pizza falls out of the pants.
Right, yeah.
Put him in a really unflattering bikini, but the bikini's secretly just a bunch of rats holding themselves
Look-
together.
Look, I drew a
Rat
picture of
catcher.
Slender Man in a bikini, so I think we can make it happen.
Perfect. I'm so glad we're doing
And
this.
so
This is what D&D was made for.
What
This is
D&D was made for.
So you're in the city of Polnaret. While there, Claw ran back and grabbed the horses because everyone forgot about it. Even me. I won't lie. I'm not infallible.
Of courses.
While two of you went to look for information and potential work, and the other two went to look for a place to stay. And everyone was successful.
Yay.
I didn't fuck it up this time.
Fuck it up, Kenneth.
Look it
A
up, Janet.
simple hotel reservation.
10. See,
What
you
could
say
possibly go
that.
wrong?
Everyone says it's a simple this in D&D, and then a Tarask shows up.
It's a simple door opening.
It's just a door.
I said door.
So
It's a door.
you all had discussed what you had learned and learned of the existence of the Order of Tarts somehow at the same time when you guys were over in Taroga, existing in Dawnstead and in currently not overtly under investigation for illegal acts done in Dawnstead, but instead you found a flyer asking if the Order of Tarts would step forward and willingly talk with the Crown's Guard of Dawnstead. You have a sick, nasty room in... Does anyone remember the inn? Huh?
Clause approval.
Something
Oh, wait.
Villa or something Grove.
The Verdant Grove.
There we go.
There it is.
I remember
I'm
the
on
key
fire.
letters, the V and the G.
I was looking at Whispering
Some people would
Grove,
say
but
those
that
are
wasn't
very
mine.
important letters.
I am on fire.
Heh, all right.
It's my preferred body type. They start off as a V and they turn to a garlic Q in the end.
We'll unpack that later.
I am very confused by that.
In fact, can I give you a whiteboard and can you draw that while we?
I need a. full
It's a mermaid,
diagram.
technically. It's a merman. Just
The merman with terrible spine. Just absolutely.
well, no, he starts off as like the V build, and then he goes like a girl.
I see what you're
Anyway.
saying. Anyway,
No, this is the whole game now.
this is the conversation we come
Make me a
back to
merman.
in the room as you were all enjoying a morning. Part of your room stay here is there is breakfast available for you guys as part of staying here, especially for the few days that you are. So this is while you our guys are eating breakfast in the morning. In your main area, that is what we come to, is Dragonheart explaining the letters that form technically mer people, which is a V that goes into a G.
Are we eating in our room or like downstairs?
You guys are eating all in your room in the common area.
Okay.
Have you even seen a mermaid?
No, I grew up in the
Mermaids
desert. Of
actually
course not.
That explains quite a lot of what you consider to be a proper mermaid anatomy.
I'll be honest, even as a
Mermaids
pirate, I
exist?
haven't even seen a mermaid. Like, nothing can live in that water.
Oh no, there's things that live in that water.
Yeah, but nothing like that.
Can
You
you
know,
be
it's
sure?
actually,
Not that
you
we
know,
know of.
More than likely, it's probably something that turned into. You know, I now question this.
I don't want to question it.
Claw will pipe up. Aren't you technically a mer person, Typhoon? You are made of water and you did come out of the ocean.
That's fair, but I don't have scales or a tail.
That we know of.
We should dip you back into the water. Maybe you'll grow something.
We should dip you back in the water. Maybe you'll grow something.
I don't know. It might just rust.
Just say that.
I might.
You know, I was gonna say maybe you'll build something, but I didn't want to.
Maybe you'll build something.
Maybe your dad will get an upgrade. I don't know how that works.
I mean, I seem to be fairly waterproof.
I mean, I feel like that's something you probably would have known a long time ago if you take showers and baths.
I mean, I do.
So then I
Well,
will
but we're not
assume-
I have
talking
skin.
about. We're not talking about taking a shower. We're talking about going into the astral sea.
Astral Sea.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
part. That's don't recommend it. Just saying. I mean, you saw literally part of the crew disintegrate. Well, whoever
I
looked
mean,
over.
I did look over that one time after the wreckage and all, and I saw some pretty terrifying shit.
I will say you are built different, literally. But
Thanks for reminding me of
do
that.
you want to? I say it in the sense of like, hey, maybe you'll survive. I didn't want to risk it. I don't think you should risk it, but that's just my 2 cents.
I don't wanna. I'm not a sea person.
Hey, can you detach things? Never mind. Anyways,
What?
so we're gonna look for some work to do.
Did you actually ask that, Shiro? Because I can give answers.
Can
to...
I detach
Oh yeah, I
things?
definitely like mumbled it and then stopped because I felt like
Teresa,
it was insecure to ask.
You know from having kind of the most metaphysical knowledge of your own body as you can. If you were to lose something, it would be just as painful as if you were to detach something, it'd be just as painful and almost and equally difficult to attach back.
Yes, I can detach things. It's just as painful as you.
I'm sorry, I just picture her screaming and doing it.
I'm going to
Yeah, please don't. Never mind.
do a whole that
If you even go to attempt to detach something, I'm gonna stop you.
the trick with like the 5-year-old with like the
finger.
the pulling the thumb apart and just doing that and screaming just
Like, oh,
For
ha
effect.
ha, you're such a smart ass.
Whoa, Typhoon, what's going on?
I hope it hurts a lot.
It does. It hurts my soul.
So you have this morning conversation.
I forgot to ask for that list of jobs.
If there's anything important that you would like to discuss, I can go back through the jobs. But if there's anything you guys would like to discuss outside of mer people's existence and physiology and Teresa's nervous system,
Beyond this, there's something I'd like to talk with you, John, about.
Okay.
Try your hard luck
It's
over
something I've kind of kept in for a while, but I just need to know again. What are your intentions with the book?
My intentions are there's not really a whole lot I can do about it.
If there was a way to...
He's gonna look at her as she starts asking that question with like a sense of remember the thing? like the trying to get her to like remember he's connected to my brain.
No, I know that. I I am aware of that. I'm just wondering now that you have a passenger, what you intend to do with that.
You know he wants to talk to you.
Oh,
Shit.
he what now?
He wants to talk to you. He's pushing for it, actually. He's been pushing for it for a little bit now. Of course, we had everything else going on, so...
I figured this might happen. Sure, why not? Let's meet this son of a bitch.
Fair enough. I imagine it's much the same as I had to do, where you basically open the book and read it and then fall asleep. So, good luck with that.
Maybe not right now, but
Well, no,
Later,
not right this
tonight.
second. No.
yeah.
And to answer your question, if I had any intention with it, I would tell you. At the moment, I have no intention. At all. Whatsoever.
Insight check.
Yeah, by all means, roll it.
If I'm taking it correctly, John kind of sees it as a parasite. He just is stuck.
Yeah, basically.
He's like, I hate it here.
I have a weird tumor on the back of my head that talks to me sometimes. He's just
Let's
here, I guess.
let's put it this way. There's nothing John can do about it right now.
That's
Three,
the
I
opposite of
believe
every
you.
like tumor
Yeah,
horror
with a
story where
3,
it's
you just
smarter than
believe
you.
me. I won't give
I
you.
believe
I
you.
won't give you
Yeah,
any more
yeah,
than that. Then.
yeah.
Usually
Yeah.
every like
I believe
tumor
you.
horror thing is like, I'm a tumor! I'm a tumor! This time it's like, excuse me, fine sir.
Excuse me, John, your
It's Professor
equation is
Quirrell.
shit. And you should feel bad.
You're dumb and you should feel
The
bad.
newest Time Life movie. My tumor's being mean to me.
New character unlocked. Man with tumor who is smarter than he is. Has a whole other stat block.
Anyway,
I'm just a barbarian with a...
It's literally Professor Quirrell.
Yeah, yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Warlock unlocked.
All right. Well, with that out of the way, that brings us to our next question. What to do today?
Well,
We got a few jobs we can do, right?
I was going to recommend perhaps maybe finding a way to make some money wouldn't be a bad idea.
I was gonna say, Typhoon and Dragonheart are just playing rock paper scissors, trying not to be.
I have a conversation for you two. I'm just waiting.
Well, no, it's just because it was just like Teresa starts having this, and it was like, oh, okay. Rock paper scissors. Shoot.
I imagine that your
Rock, paper, scissors,
conversation,
shoot.
Typhoon, is happening while you're doing rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah, I just didn't want to. Well, we can determine that when I ask.
Okay.
Sure.
So then
It'd
we'll
be
put
kinda
a
weird though.
we'll put a pin in
Put
that.
pin in
We'll
it.
say we'll put a pin in that part of the conversation, and that's where the other two will join in. But we're gonna go back like 2-3 minutes. And
Thank you, Mr. Mediator.
now that Teresa has kind of pulled John away to have a private conversation, Dragonheart, you find yourself being pulled. I guess the only other place would be on the balcony.
Yeah.
So you go out to the balcony with Typhoon.
I could survive that jump.
Okay. You definitely see Typhoon's pondering a lot and trying to gather his thoughts because he's not good with this. In which case he's like, listen, I am not good with this. You probably realize I'm not good with this. Emotions and things, they don't do well with me.
Holy
We
shit!
don't-
We're
Hey,
getting
holy
rated by 27 people. Hold on.
Fackle dackle
Let's go.
do.
Hey,
Hello,
hey,
everyone.
TV.
Hello.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, yo, hold on. We gotta let this music play.
I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Wow,
So that's an old
ad break is
wrestling
going-
reference.
Welcome,
this.
everyone.
Oh, snap.
We are Roll Call Studios. We are playing Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. homebrew campaign called Slivers of Fate in my homebrew world, which you can see currently is covered by, hello, thank you for the follow, currently covered up partially by John Tesserin. Their camera is not working, so they are currently the embodiment of the world itself.
I am an unknowable monster.
Heaven forbid.
A noble entity.
But yes, homebrew campaign. We are currently in the middle of just a little bit of downtime. A little bit. No one's under threat right now. No one's about to explode.
Teresa
Thank
punched
you.
his Dragonar.
Just from out of nowhere.
I can survive this fall.
Hey, buddy.
Okay.
Damn it.
Never forget I can fly and have feather fall.
Anyway, you guys are having a conversation on the balcony.
So yeah, he's kind of fumbling a little bit about it, just saying like, you know that I'm not good with emotions. You know I'm not. I'm sure you could grasp from everything that happened, but
What? No. No.
I lost my train of thought a little bit about this. I want to I feel for John and everything that happened to John. And I also want to get closer to them. And you're like the best person that gets close to everyone, it seems. And I'm coming to you asking for help. I want to talk to John. I don't know how to approach them.
Yes, I'm the best at getting close to people. Wearing
You're
a mask and
friendliest
people
with
don't know my
everyone.
name. I'm
But you're
real
the-
good at being
You're the
personable.
friendliest to everyone, and everyone's equally friendly to you. Generally, at least.
I get punched a lot more than you do, so I don't know about
I just dodge it a lot more. That's all. Bob and weave, just bob and weave.
You gotta take it. Take the punches.
Yeah, no, we were taught completely differently. And knocked out at sea, you might die. Like I don't know about.
One of these
Yeah.
days. I mean, I can't exactly tell you the best way to talk to people. I mean, John is a tough cookie.
I meant to specifically approach. Like maybe I.
I mean, John's not a tough cookie. He's hardtack. I mean, that's real tough.
I want to apologize to him. I won't deny that it kind of rubs me a little, like, you know, that, like, nobody noticed. But I get it. I'm trying not to, like, I don't fault anyone for it. But it does stay in my head that I'm trying to get over that.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, that also points out to me, like, well, okay, we really, like, have no connection at all.
Well, I mean, the best thing with John is to be honest, I think, first and foremost, because if you start lying to him, his investigator brain will kick in.
That's fair.
I know your second nature is to lie, but with the group, it's best to be honest, I think.
I don't think I've really lied to you guys about things. I may withhold information.
I just meant in general. You're a roguish individual coming from a
I guess
family
some
of
background.
swashbucklers. So, yeah, we'll see. I mean, with John, your best bet is to be honest first and foremost. Try to be articulate as best as you can. Or
Oh, God,
he just,
Christ.
well, okay. Let me
brain.
rephrase that. Be precise with what you're doing. Understand that
Efficient.
John himself is not exactly a sociable individual in a lot of ways. So he's going to either be blunt or like. Don't use colloquialisms. That's the word, right? Something like that.
Huh?
Colloquialisms. My mom said it once. And
Beat around the bush.
Oh, okay, God, thank you.
Or like use like turns of phrases and stuff like. Be direct, because.
Literally
He's-
beat around the bush is a cloak.
I think
Yeah, exactly.
Gather my
The irony of it.
so gather my thoughts beforehand. And everything.
Yes,
Yeah, that's fair.
because John will come back with the most logical response. He's like this elf I met once. Name was it Spook, something like that.
Yeah, what else? Ain't spook?
Spook, Spork, something like that. It was all about logic. It was weird. Traveled with a human, just did a lot of karate chops. It was weird.
Apparently, Star Trek exists.
Oh, that makes more sense. That took me a second.
I knew immediately when it was written. I was like,
I knew
why-
that.
I think of past D&D
Like,
campaigns.
why
I
are
was
you
like,
bringing
no.
up-
Nope, I was implying that John and Spock are similar.
It's Jock.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I know what I was
Well,
doing.
You can't combine their names at all. It's either Jock or Spawn.
I like a spawn.
Spawn.
I know you do.
And then Keith David shows up. Goes, damn you, clown.
I also wanted to just say, like, I really do appreciate all the support that you provided during everything. Like, I just thank you. I just wanted to say that. Make sure I say that at least.
Well, I appreciate you thanking me. I mean, we were on a sinking ship, so things were a little pressing at the moment.
Well, even before, I think, like, when you guys found me, just even the support. Like, I don't know. I just.
Look,
Like, I mean, you see where I grew up. Like, you know, like, we, as pirates, like, we're not touchy-feely people. Like, you know.
except
So
for
it's
you and your
like-
dad. You're all
I mean, that's different a little bit, I will say. But, like, you know, like, how much do you show emotions to specifically to your father, you know? Like, whereas
you're asking the wrong one, buddy boy.
I mean, do you show emotion to your father like that?
Of course
Like,
I
or
do. I love
you-
my dad.
Well, I mean, okay, well, maybe I'm different then. Like, I don't show every emotion. I bottle things up. I know that I do.
There
But-
is the difference in upbringing. My dad and I are very close. You also have to remember that my dad and I went together in losing my mom. So
That's true.
we had to lean on each other because that's all we had.
Yeah, that's very true. Hey, dude,
Hey!
Yeah, that's a very valid point. I mean,
Thank you for donating to the Trevor Project.
I guess that's also why I approach you, because I see how you interact with people and how you also interact with your family and how you talk about people. So
And-
it's just something that, like, a part of you I like wish rubbed off on me in a sense.
Well, it is difficult because in a lot of ways I'm different than a lot of you guys because I was raised in the public eye. Dad is a celebrity. So your public image does matter. So if you're a jerk in life, people see you as a jerk. So with Dad and I being the way we are, we had to maintain a certain aspect of who we were. But Mom kept us humble, and now stepmom continues to do the same job. So
Yeah, I was in a different type of two different types of public eyes.
the public-private eye.
I was in, like, my parents were like, I forgot the term specifically, but they were important people for some time. And then the pirate or public eye. I don't think either one was probably the healthiest for a child to grow up in, but hey, I'm here, I'm alive, and I'm grateful for that. Thank you to you guys, honestly. Because
Oh.
none of us would probably be alive if it wasn't for you guys.
Well, let's before we get too off track with what you're again, we gotta be if we're gonna get you geared up for John, we gotta be precise.
Yeah, I'll start gathering my thoughts. about
Right.
that.
Either way, long story short, you're welcome. Thank you for thanking. We are a team, and if we're gonna be a team for the foreseeable future, whether it's till the mission's over or until the end of time or the end of the world at this point.
I mean, yeah, like, I don't want to, just because the mission's over, I wouldn't want to go separate ways with you guys.
All right. I mean, I'm just covering all the bases here.
And
Because
like
I don't
said,
know
that's
how
not
long
my
we're
crew.
I was gonna say I don't know if John's gonna stick around. I don't know if Claw will stick around. I mean, Claw's already kind of a loner, or even Teresa. I mean, I may well go back to Dryota and stay there after the end of everything because that's what I would normally do. But
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
I mean,
But I mean, after we become a god or a primordial defeater, you want to?
you're right. You'll be of the sea. I'll be of the
I
land.
don't think anybody wants to fight you after that. I'm just gonna be honest.
We'll see
know,
what
no, there's gonna
when
be
we
someone who
fight the
wants to,
planet. We'll
actually.
see what happens.
That's fair. We'll cross that bridge when we cross that bridge.
When we
Well,
punch
we-
the mother of truth in
God.
the face, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, we still need to find those doppelgangers, and we need to get money to get there. So let's go do that. First.
Okay.
Oh god, this is gonna be a busy week. I can feel it.
As you guys walk in, as Teresa also is talking about what you guys are gonna do for work. And this is where I, as the DM, start
That's
listing
like,
things
yeah,
off that
thank
you
you.
guys.
What do we got?
John, a receipt paper just starts to come out of John's mouth as he puts every single detail into the work.
It's the mouth. The mouth is moving, and then the voiceover that doesn't line up spews the words.
The
so-
fitness gram pacer test.
It's a
Does John have
multi-stage
photographic
robot.
memory?
Not quite, but for the sake of this.
No, I was just like characterized. Like I wouldn't be surprised if John had photographic memory. I was just wondering.
What you don't have? No, do you have a?
So I would say he's got observant. So he's got. I would say that he's probably got pretty good memory with his intelligence and everything, but I don't think it's perfect.
Gotcha.
Keen mind would give you that.
Yeah. Keen mind, I think, would make that better.
Fuck that feat.
I almost took it.
Time to get it.
Hey DM, remember that one thing you said 20 sessions ago? Technically, it's still the same time frame in the world. What did you say?
Look, I just want to be the monk version of Sherlock Holmes. Discombobulate.
I mean, okay, I would like that.
That'd be
Okay.
dope, actually.
So there is a security detail for a few events that are happening around the city. There is being an apprentice to an artisan. There is an escort service. There is a harvest from one of the fields near town. There is beast tracking. There is a brewer's assistant. There is a library restoration. And there is an observatory maintenance. That's it. If you need more, I can give you more. I just thought that was plenty.
I was speed typing all
I have a
of that.
question.
Yes.
Now, when you say escort service,
No, it's not that.
Actually, I was wondering the same.
Wait.
because you didn't elaborate.
I'm gonna go full Chippendales, aren't
Let
I?
me double check my notes real quick on that one.
Yeah.
Oh no!
There's Magic
wasn't
Mike,
John in
and now
leggings.
there's Magic Heart.
Oh, I wasn't talking about for John. I was talking about for our charisma character.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Well,
I said Magic Heart, not Magic John. So it's Magic Mike with me.
No, it is an escort where you would be escorting a a druid tribe around the outside of the city as they perform ritual rites.
I don't know about you guys, but I've hated every single escort mission in every single video game I've ever played.
And then you have to have sex with all of the druids.
Oh, okay, so it is.
All
that
right,
kind
this is
of-
starting to shape up better.
All right,
Okay.
all right.
I did just get
How
off my.
quickly
I'm fresh
do
off
the
my
druids
threesome, so.
move?
It would take.
Is
so
it like
it's-
faster than your walking speed and slower than your
they're doing rituals. So yes, it's roughly you would be able to go around the city faster than they can, but if you go slow, they will outpace you.
Damn it.
There's no.
Never the
It's a
perfect walking
cosmological fact. You can't change it. But that
My
one
friend is
takes
smart.
24 hours. Thank you for the follow. But that takes 24 hours to go around the entire city.
So I don't know
The-
about anybody else, but I stopped listening after escort. So you guys pick another thing.
I wrote them all down, so you're fine.
All right.
Cool, thank you.
Cool.
Okay.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say because
That's
the
why
library alone, I
muted
thought
myself.
John would jump.
Yeah, the
would
library
jump
would be great for John.
John would chomp.
Library, yeah, I can probably library.
Library restoration.
Restoration.
Which I mean,
Oh.
Tracking would be great for
Like,
Claw.
like, am I restoring the library, or am I restoring the books in the library, or am I
It
just
is-
putting together a Dewey Decimal System?
all
Yes,
All of it?
100%.
Okay.
the John Decimal System.
It
Only
is-
he
it-
understands.
One of the city's arcane library needs restoration of books, some of the pieces of furniture, and cataloging things.
I could probably.
It would be about 4 days worth of work, and you get 120 gold for it.
Yeah, I could probably do that.
John probably needs that, honestly.
Are we planning on doing some of these together? Are we planning on taking separate apart jobs.
Certain jobs can only
Certain
be done
gerbs.
by certain gerbs can only be jerked.
Ladies adventurers, they come in here and took care of gerbs.
Yeah, well, only one player can do the gerb, sir.
We could get Glaw to do the beast tracking one, unless they need to track and capture. That's different.
I believe
What's
it
that
is.
claw?
I believe it is track and capture
Let me double
alive.
check. There's so I've cut down the list of jobs because after me listing 3 and you guys started like, I was like, skip. Dur the gerb. Cool.
I am Der the Gerb.
Cool. I'm gonna make you love that one.
I'm a gerber work.
I'm unsure.
I am waiting to see the consequences of my own action.
I'm so curious how you're gonna work this in.
The apprenticeship or the observatory thing kind of sounds my speed.
Well, the apprenticeship, I was gonna ask, is that like what I was doing?
It's an
for
artisan,
the-
right?
It's an artisan. You don't
kind of
know
artisan?
what. There it is.
What's an artisan?
I mean, I could also
It is mostly woodwork and enchantment of wood.
Oh yeah, have fun with that.
wood.
Common natural material. I only want gemstone and gold.
I feel like that tracks with a pirate. Yeah, you're right.
I
Legit
mean,
putting on my
it's not
druid
the
league.
most common thing for me to work with, but it's something that I know a little bit in.
The observatory maintenance. Yeah,
I mean, if you remember the box that, like a while back that we had put Rin's gift in, that was partially made by me.
Oh, like you're talking about day one?
Yeah, I'm talking about day one.
Okay, just making sure. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, I remember. I think
Yeah.
yeah, then that'd be great. That's I don't know anything about brewing.
You
The
know
magical
about
beast
drinking.
tracking, as I have it, is no capture, nothing like that. Is literally tracking and documenting.
How long is the artisan?
Hey Claw, you want to do that?
And
Claw
how
was-
I was gonna
much?
say Claw could easily do that.
I mean, yeah.
I'll go have some fun.
Now
in
Claw
nature.
will have to be gone from you guys for the week.
Mm.
It's part of the job is staying out there for the whole week tracking it. It's
But they
200
feel-
gold.
They feel better.
I mean,
They feel better in nature, anyways.
Okay, so
well, that's claw.
what was the other one you guys wanted?
I was asking about the artisanship thing. How long and how much
So
we'd
it
be
has
paid.
to do with how many projects you complete.
Okay.
Based on the level that you complete and how well you can, it's anywhere from you owe them for wasting their money
Right.
to 40 gold per great piece.
This
That's
is
why I'm not.
This is trade school shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Um,
What's the observatory one?
The observatory is maintenance. So they are currently studying a celestial phenomenon, and they need someone to ensure that everything on the inside is working without a need to ever shut the observatory down.
Maintenance of the telescope.
Of lens of everything.
Yeah.
So you would have
Like
it
just
is
a local mechanic for that.
yeah, like
Yeah.
kind of like that. Someone on site where nothing would need to be shut down for very long, and the only reasons it would get shut down is if the lens, something with the lens needed done.
Okay, and how much was that?
It is for 1 week's pay as 150 gold.
I could very well do that. I mean, tinkering and mechanics are more my speed than woodwork. I could probably take that.
This security detail. What's the info on that?
Which one? There are two.
The easier one.
What?
The easier one.
There's two.
Yeah, I said there's two
Oh.
security detail. There is a moonlit concert
Oh, that's right. Okay.
where it's 100 gold if nothing bad happens, but only 50 if something bad happens, but you stop it. And then the other one is working overnights for a week at the Moonlit Grove in the city. It's about 15 gold a night with an extra 50 at the end if you can guarantee there are no disturbances.
Okay, so about 110. And this escort service again, like we're escorting, you said druids around?
Yes.
How much
For
was that
24
one
hours. The escort service, it is until, oh god, why did I write it like that?
Why'd I fuck it up?
I put it in hour increments. Why did I? That's 24
Not in
hours.
Applebee's.
The whole job is 24 hours. That one they recommend doing with multiple people because you do have to escort them for 24 hours straight. But it would be 115. Yeah.
Alright, so is anyone dead set on anything yet?
I'd like to check out that observatory one.
Okay.
No surprise.
Well, I
What? It's not a surprise.
saw that coming.
I know. No, it was Teresa's response. We were just short of going like, "Hey!"
What, Dragonheart? Did you want to do that? You want to fix the observatory?
Maybe I did, but now I'll never do it because I'm not smart enough. I'm not qualified very much.
Okay, so Teresa's doing the observatory. John
Yes.
is doing
The library.
The library.
The LeBerry.
the
The
library.
library.
Okay.
Claw is tracking a beast.
Claw is gonna be gone for a while. You guys will need to extend your stay by about 4 more days.
That's fine.
Yeah.
There's a discount now.
God, how much do I make you guys pay now?
Wasn't it 8 a night now?
Yes. I was like, wait a minute.
Because originally it was like 10.
Yes, and it's 8 a night. So you guys would need to do.
Gold left.
Yeah, you guys would need to do 30. Give him 32 more gold, and you'd be set. Okay. Typhoon or Dragonheart, what are you guys doing? Dragonheart's like freeloading,
Freeload.
living my rock star life.
You want to go fight in an alley?
Got it. Hobo fighting.
Do you want to do an acrobatic routine on the street in Panhandle instead?
I
Is that
mean,
what Dragonheart wants to do?
between the two of us, we can
That would
probably pull
work.
it off, really.
Just a
That would
crude
work.
sign off to this says fire and water. And just do like an acrobatic fight routine where we don't actually hurt each other.
So I just want to make sure, for comedy's sake, what I'm getting. John's gonna go do an honest day's work. Teresa's gonna go do an honest day's work. Claw's gonna go survive in the wilderness by herself for a week, and you two are gonna just be having a riot in the streets, goofing off
it'd be
for the
good.
prospect of money.
It would
They're
Yes.
be
doing
better if we made more than everybody
Look,
doing it.
I'm not saying it's impossible, but the juxtaposition of everyone's like, we're doing our part. We all want to survive. You just wanna,
I didn't do shit!
you guys, you just want to go play outside every
That's
day.
like, I can become an Instagram fluer. I believe it.
Are you
guys
guys
are-
talking
you guys are
about
live
this out
streaming.
loud?
Yes!
We're like, yeah, we're like,
You're
we're
live streaming.
We're
You're
literally
live
live streaming in
You're
the
gonna be
street.
literally yield live streaming and just goofing off, and people hopefully will pay you for it.
Well, the first day is making the sign and coming up with the choreography.
Oh my god.
You have to plan it out.
That's what's going. That's what's happening.
I'm not doing it. No, I'm not.
No.
Oh, come on.
We're in now.
Typhoon
We're
would feel
in.
so bad.
Why? Because we're making money using our
No,
specific.
He already feels like he's messed up so much.
How would we? As long as we don't actually hurt anybody or anything.
No,
I
our goal is
say,
to make
as
money.
DM for fun's sake, I say go for it.
F it, fine. He said it. God gave us permission. We're doing it. God gave me his blessing. Apparently, I'm doing it now.
You just hear the Queen of Truth. Do it. It'll be funny.
Okay, I would say no. She said it. What
That's
the
a good
hell?
point. If she says it, I don't want to do it.
Don't do it. Be a square.
Okay, but
Bitch.
Oh, now I'm being dared to.
I have to.
The mother of truth said double dog dare.
I had to live up to it.
Yes, this is what
I
we're
literally put
doing.
live stream.
Panhandling.
Being a busker.
Okay. So over this week,
Well, don't ask for me to pay for your shit.
So, over this next week, I'm going to start going around, and we're going to be... There's nothing particular happening in town right now. There are those concerts. There are events that happen in the city on different days. So it depends on how integrated do you guys want to get in the city while you're here for the week.
Wait, say that one more time.
Like, how much do you want to be going out and exploring the city versus not? Like, when you're during downtime, like your guys' busking is technically work.
Well, I mean, yeah, because we don't want to spend at least a day looking for the best spot. First off, it's legal to do it. Second off, has the room to do it. Look, Dragonheart knows about this kind of stuff.
I forgot something too, just like an idea for all of us, like whatever we're doing, like maybe ask around and see if they've heard of like get more information on the doppelgangers or something. Just if you just like in casual conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because I mean we're in a town, never know, where it travels. Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna hit it. We will do claw. I'll do claw at the end.
How'd your week go, Claw? I found it.
It comes back. I never found it.
I'm still looking.
I stopped looking after the first day.
Just slept.
No, Claw would be. I found it on the first day, then spent the rest of the week in the woods.
Honestly, though, yeah.
Yeah, that would make sense for claw.
That'd be so
Who would like to go first?
I can.
Okay. So, as the notice dictates, it was only for, like I said, a few nights straight. So about 5 nights straight, 1 work week. You have to be up overnight with them. They want you to go and talk to them and let them know you're about to take the job, so then you can get on the right sleep schedule when you have a day.
All right.
So with taking that day and everything, you will roughly line up with with a 1 week timeline that you have.
Yeah, I would head over and let them know I'm taking the job.
Okay. So when you get over there, you find that the building itself is way up in the air. It is because this has been once again very located within the trees, very integrated in a sense of they place the buildings around the trees and cut down as little as possible. To make an observatory, they have to build it up in these massively tall trees. You're in a very there are certain trees that you guys are in this city that their bottoms of their leaves or their branch systems are way above your heads and they don't need trim. They're just massive tall trees.
Could you say it's a verdant grove?
You could. if you want to be lame. So, you get there. There is not so much a pulley system. There is an arcane elevator that goes up.
Oh, fun.
As you go up, they allow anyone to visit, because there is an area where you can visit and learn about the celestial bodies and learn about the world that you can see. And being this close, technically, there isn't a unit that has a telescope looking at the ocean to see inside of the astral sea. So as you get in, the message dictates that you find a Professor Tullius Alverson.
Tullius Alverson. Give me
Yes.
like 2 seconds. Is there like a reception area? Reception
Yes.
desk?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. I'd head to the reception desk.
You will see an astronomer student who is currently on desk job as part of their whole studies and everything. They have to work here. They're kind of, it is later at night, and they're kind of like,
Hello?
huh?
Hello?
Oh, shit, oh, shit. Oh, please,
Hi.
don't tell the professor I was sleeping. Oh God. You will see it is a young human man.
I mean, I won't if you tell me where I can find Professor Tullius Alverson. I'm here for the job.
Oh, you're here for the job. Oh, good. Okay. That means
I'm
I
the
can...
fixer.
Ooh, okay. Are you okay with heights? I have to ask.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, that's good. We somebody tried to take the job and they didn't realize they'd have to do the work up here. So
Did they get sweaty feet and fell, or?
no, they just didn't like heights, so they wanted to take stuff out of here and take it all the way down, work on it, and then come back up.
That's so inefficient.
I know. Anyway, yeah. Let me. Hey, one moment. I'll go get him.
Okay.
And he'll get up and leave you alone. As you are in there, you can see your eyes are adjusting. The kind of light in here is very arcane. It is like this perfect equilibrium point at the dimmest it can be, so you can still see everything relatively nicely, but all in a like downward lit area, so nothing like is up when you're looking up. It is pitch...
So I don't have to completely switch to night vision.
Yes. It is very peaceful and quiet. Every so often you'll hear the coughs of some researcher over somewhere, some slight murmuring from this connected. You can't quite see the telescope from here. But after a few minutes, you will see a rather tall, very distinguished, slightly or heavier set elvish man. He has kind of long silver hair, but he's put it into like a roll up behind his on his shoulders. He has very like down here spectacles at almost all times, or looking forward. They're kind of like reading glasses to him. Has just so many clipboards on his belt.
Hello. I heard you needed I heard you needed some help.
Yes, I really did, and I'm very thankful that you're here. I just need to double check. You're good with heights? You're okay with that?
The guy at the reception desk.
Yeah,
asked
I
me
know.
that.
I just need to double check.
Yes, I am fine with heights.
Okay, good. Wonderful. Part of what we need fixed is we need the outer lens cleaned. And
Okay.
so we have a pulley system. It is very safe. I designed it myself. I will give you. I'm not going to ask you to start right now because there's supposed to be time for the transition period. So, but just be ready. On your first day, you will be hanging outside on a pulley system cleaning a giant lens.
It's not what I'm usually accustomed to, but I'm sure I'm a fast learner, so
Wait, you're really gonna do the job?
yeah. I mean, what have people...
You see, as you say that, he kind of gets like a little more pep in his step, and his eyes, as he looks at you now, they're very dark green, like almost sparkle of like gold inside of the green eyes. As he takes both of your hands and starts shaking them, going, "Oh, thank you. Yes, finally."
Of course. Just
Wonderful.
out of curiosity,
Yes.
what exactly are you guys preparing for?
Well-
Had a friend. She's very interested in celestial bodies. So
Well, currently, in the past month and a half, 2 months or so, we have noticed a new constellation forming. So, we are documenting everything that has to do with that constellation's formation.
that's interesting. Does that happen often, or...
Sometimes, I mean, I've been studying the cosmos for a couple hundred years now.
Wow. You're very dedicated to your work. I can appreciate that.
Well, I'm just thankful that I get to peer up at the celestial canvas, as it were. Anyway, what is your? I'm so sorry. What is your name?
I'm Teresa.
It's a pleasure to meet you. He'll shake both your hands. It's a pleasure to meet you, Teresa, and I cannot wait to work for you. Work with you, not for you.
The pleasure is all mine.
I will apologize now. Sometimes when I'm in the heat of the moment, I say very mean things, and I do not mean to be mean.
I am completely fine with that.
Perfect.
My
All right.
skin is thicker than one might think.
You have strong genetics. All right.
Yes, very
If
strong
you
genetics.
only knew.
I will see
If
you.
only you knew.
I'll see you not in a day, but a day in the night.
Yes.
Okay. Good.
Do you have a is this a sleep on, or I was about to say sleep on a job.
No, please do not be my students.
Oh,
You just hear.
No, I mean,
you just hear in the background. Oh man.
he found out. Who told him?
It wasn't clear. Is this a live-in job?
Unfortunately,
Or-
we cannot afford to have you stay here. I'm already losing a lot of money, technically making money, but losing also money paying for the students to live here.
Oh, yeah, no, I have a place already. I was just curious if, like, it might be a hassle for me to go from, where I'm staying to here and then back and forth, so...
I would love to make it easier on you, but unfortunately, I cannot.
Yeah, no, I completely understand. If possible, though, before I start working, is it possible for me to take a look at your just to get a sense of what I'm working with first, taking this time to survey and get a feel for it all.
Oh, certainly. I will have my student walk with you, so make sure he stays awake.
I'll look over.
He just looks down dejectedly. Damn it.
Some people just aren't night owls.
But I want to look at the stars. I have to be.
Fair point.
professor will be like, "Don't worry, I will break you of your sun-loving habits soon."
Oh boy!
Oh damn!
You
You
will
never
hate the sun
see the light
forever.
of day.
And he will go around with. Oh my god! He will go around with you. The student will go around with you and show you. There is like a break area. It is a rather like, because it's woven into the trees. It's rather like, the campus is rather large.
Yeah, it's like a university.
Kind of,
Of
but
sorts.
think of it as
Tree university, treehouse versity.
thinking about 2.5 Applebee's is
Okay.
not where the telescope is.
Okay.
This telescope is like in an Applebee's to go. So, yeah.
I go over. How big is the like the piece of equipment?
The telescope itself, the primary one you'll be working on, because they're looking up and not so much in the water currently, the primary telescope you're working on is, like the classic observatory
Yes.
look, like that big
The dome.
Yeah, it's that kind of size of telescope. And on it is a large amount of like runes in things. They're not all active at the same time. It appears to be how it switches lenses and like what enchantments it tries to use. It is a rather nice observatory. Now, not as nice
Is it bigger or
as
smaller than Brom?
it is smaller, because the person running Brahms is lives out in Brom for a reason.
Yes.
So it is it's smaller, and it's not quite as fine tuned for like the one in Brom. This is more for general capture of night sky rather than like super focusing in on the moon.
Yeah, I'll turn to the student who's been escorting me. Just say, thanks. Sorry, I never got your name.
Oh, you can just call me Alcester.
Alcester?
Yes.
Oh, it's very nice to meet you. Are you also a
Astronomer?
God, I just yeah, I just lost my
I'm attempting to be. I'm not.
you like stars.
I love stars, and I love being able to look up at them and just watch them. I have a deep connection to them.
Is this genuine or sarcasm?
That's genuine.
Okay.
And he'll kind of like, as he does, he'll kind of like make a little bit of like star glitter happen. Like,
Oh, that's really cool.
yeah, I just always had a connection to it, and so I just want my life to be a dedication of studying them and understanding what's going on.
Well, I hope that I can help you and the professor achieve that dream. I will then take a few minutes to check out the telescope. Not really like, take it apart, but more just get a general glance at what I'm dealing with.
Okay. So that is what you are. So that's going to start yours. What we're going to do is vignettes on everyone's start, and then we're going to do
Yeah.
some rolls to determine success.
Absolutely.
So who would like to go next?
I'll go.
Perfect.
I don't like how he said perfect. I regret decisions.
And there is something we're going to do before the rolls, because it might impact things. It depends on in that first conversation that Teresa and John had with the book. When you guys want to do that.
Yes.
So you go to the city's arcane library. This is one of the buildings that has a kind of, it's more flat than up. It's a very large one level building. It has remnants of like it being built using the physical trees to like create part of it, and then that seems to be abandoned as the library expanded into they were building and cutting down trees. This is one of the few places where they didn't quite stick to their keep nature around policy. Going in, the flyer told you to find Lady Muriel Nightbloom. She is the one who runs the Arcane Library on a kind of like a business level, not so much like head research or anything like that. She runs the building. As you enter, there is a rather large semicircular help desk. There are currently 3 people working right there right now. There is a drow elf, an Aarakocran, and a Grum. I forgot that. I was going to say frog. Grum.
I mean,
they're
thing.
currently working the front desk. They all have somebody with them right now, but you can choose whoever you want to wait for.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'll just wait for whoever opens up next.
Okay. I'm going to go... Yeah, drow... No. 1 is the drow... 2, the Aarakocra.
Okay.
Walking up, this is a more like meek and smaller Aarakocra. It kind of like a finch look to it. Probably about 4.5 feet tall. Currently putting away some books onto the shelf behind after they just received some returns. Can I help you?
Oh, yes, I was hoping that I could speak with, Lady Nightbloom.
Are you here for the restoration?
Yes.
You're the second one to come in today. That's great.
Alright.
I'll get her right down.
Okay.
He has a little volunteer badge on.
Tracks.
Nerd.
Will go over and like pop up the desk a little bit and bring out a stone. Oh, Lady Nightbloom, you have someone here who's here for the restoration. Mm-hmm. Okay. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go down the 3rd hallway over there, go into records, and go all the way back to her office.
Alright. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, he'll go and...
You want a map?
Sure.
As you look, it's to kind of make sense of why they built it the way they did. It is an arcane library, but it's also part museum that they're using to help fund stuff.
Got it.
So it needed, like, certain exhibits needed, like, oh, we can't put this in with a tree in a way. So they've kind of melded the two together.
Got it. Yeah, he'll follow the directions that he was given and make his way back.
As you go to the back, you will see an individual currently picking up a badge and a hat and a belt and a flashlight and everything, torch. And it it says Jerb on his jacket.
Cool.
He appears to be the night guard.
Okay.
You walk back into Lady Nightbloom's office. Hello. Oh, hi.
Hello. Pleasure to meet you. I'm here about the job posting.
Oh, for the recovery. What are your skills? Where do you come from? What do you do?
Formerly I was a private investigator. Not too far away, just a bit north of here. I've been just sort of looking for work as I'm passing through the area. I'm quite attentive to detail, recollection, a great, what's the word I'm looking for as a player? A great love of books and the arcane, that sort of thing. I'm very perceptive and thought maybe I could be of some use to you.
You're probably overqualified to help us on this. But I will take the help I can get at the price that we're able to pay for it. She's wearing very much like stuffy businesswoman, like shoulder pads, the whole thing. Her hair is braided up into kind of like a beehive, a little bit. She has like blue and silver braided hair. When can you start?
Immediately.
Oh, wonderful. Let me make sure you have documentation that you're here and not breaking in case you work after close.
Ah, of course.
And she will go and get some paperwork and come back as you get a little, like, a kind of like a name badge that says visitor, and some paperwork. I will sign this, just sign that here.
He's going to read it.
It is saying that if you do, it's pretty much like the code of conduct.
Got it. Fair enough.
No
Sign it,
ponies.
she'll duplicate it, give you the copy.
He's just not going to say he's attentive to detail and then not read a contract.
Oh, 100%. You pass.
Test number 1.
You pass. You can now inherit the library.
It belongs to you and the curse is yours.
I'm free, John. John just like, are you fucking shitting?
Just a bunch of gnomes start rolling out.
Just
You-
I'm stuck
Now
with-
it's just some like
Thanks,
ancient like primordial like knowledge being versus Titus in the brain, and it's like, well, you two just duke it out. I'll just die, I
You have
guess.
earned an army of halflings that sing always
man.
in rhyme.
As you go out, she will tell you to head back into one of the closed off like museum area that's under construction and organization, and that is where you're going to be spending most of your time. Is when possible during the day working on it. You might have to work late. Yeah, you head out there, and as soon as you exit and begin walking your way there. Sorry, I needed to make sure I have
Drink.
a well lubricated vocal box for this.
Lubrication.
Instrument.
Hey, what are you doing over there?
Is it the same gentleman I
Oh,
saw?
100%.
And he'll be like, he'll show the visitor badge and pull out his documentation. Oh, I'm going to be working on the restoration project.
Oh, you're going to be doing the gerber.
I am indeed going to be doing the job.
Not so first. Here.
Why does he sound like a Letterkenny character?
This
does.
is
What's his name?
this is
Yes.
the monster of your
Oh, God.
creation.
McKinley? Or...
Yeah, I know who exactly.
Yeah, I
exactly
know.
what you're talking about.
What are you doing that for? Like he brings it up like, oh, for like.
How you doing, Wayne?
Yeah, you know Wayne.
Good, how are you?
Yeah.
Why don't you go? Why don't you go
A
first?
job's got to be a job. Yeah, no, I know that. It's 100%. That's where it's coming from. You created this. We'll open it up. Not a forgerer. What's your name?
John Tessera.
George, sir.
Yes, sir. I'm so sorry. What was your name again?
Gerb.
Gerb. Thank you.
Gerb.
It's Juuerb. Gerb.
Gerb.
Yes, Gerb.
Meet my cousin. Gerb.
I'm not gonna go that bad with it. That'd be pretty fucking funny. My brother was here.
Where's Gerb?
Another one, Gerber the Hut.
Where are you from, Jern?
Gerb.
Just a little north of here. What's the name of the city? It wasn't Midway, was it? Midway. Yes, Midway.
From Midway.
Yes, I was actually a guardsman up there. A private investigator.
Oh my god, he's
That's
worse
what I feel.
than the Swedish chef.
Have a connection.
I suppose. Everything
I'm
has
also a
a-
librarian.
Yes. You
I'm
are-
dedicated to protecting the library.
I can see that. You're
You're
very
Like a child.
your passion sort of emanates from you.
I done.
There's an aura of just perching from your dirt.
Saying this is so hard. Keeping a straight face is so hard right now.
All from an accidental.
I know.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Are your married to the verb? Do you have a wife? Girlfriend?
I'm so sorry, I didn't hear the first part of that question.
Are you? I'll translate. Are you also married to the job? Do you have a wife, a girlfriend, a partner?
Oh, he'll say, "Oh, I'm single. I've actually currently taking a bit of hiatus from my more permanent position up north. Just doing some traveling."
Traveler curb.
Well, it's not really a traveling caught-up if you're on a hiatus or a sabbatical from your position. I mean, I don't carry any
A
jurisdiction.
sabbatical. Maybe I could wander around and protect all the libraries.
Well, you would have to be
From
hired
burglars.
by the libraries.
Hmm?
You'd have to be hired by them.
Oh.
If you go to another library just because you have a job here at this library doesn't necessarily mean you have to... You wouldn't have jurisdiction there. You understand what I'm saying?
So where your Sarah is? I need to find a way to get all the jurisdictions.
Well, you would have to be hired by them, yes.
Okay. Okay, Jordan. Sounds good. Sounds good. Do you know where the Regal books are?
Where the what books?
Regal. Where are the laws?
Oh, legal. Would that map that I have indicate the legal section?
Yes. It would also kind of pique your interest that the night guard doesn't know where the stuff is.
Yeah. But you know what? The way that he looks at it is the gentleman wants to inform himself on the legalities of things. Then who is he to get in the way? And so yeah, he'll tell him where the legal books can be found.
Where? There, Stern.
Do you mind if I have my documentation back?
Oh, of course.
Thank you so much.
I'll be watching you, Jordan.
You know what? I would expect nothing less from clearly the most passionate library security guard in the town.
Well, okay. Murder.
Hi. Just trying so hard to just continue on.
After you continue on and you just hear, "Her! What are you doing there?" Down, like, not to you, just off in the distance to someone else.
Well, I will let him do his gerb.
Gerb will do the gerb. Can you hear the slight tonal inflection? There's gerb, and then there's gerb.
Sure,
Sure.
I can
Gerb! Gerb, bribed over to gerb. Anyway. So yes, that is what you were doing. Now we're gonna go to the last one before break. The street performers.
I thought you were going to call us the strippers.
Okay, so what are you doing?
Alright, well, I imagine the first thing we should do is scout out some location that is legal to do the activity and has some room for us to do any kind of choreography.
Also
Are you
good
gonna-
traffic.
Figure out if
Yeah.
it's legal.
Yeah, it'd probably be good to find out if it's legal.
Yeah, I mean this is like a Regal place, so I don't know.
I don't think he said it was real. It's just nicer than where we've usually been.
Yeah, it's not. It'd be upper middle class / some high class, not like uber high
okay.
class like in Midway where they have their own magical defense system.
Okay, gotcha. I was expecting like Midway. Okay.
No.
No. It's just a lot of elves, so it looks fancier than it is.
Everyone just assumes, but there's some elves like, oh, core blimey, fuck you.
Some elves are just like,
Some elves
I
are
used to be enough
tiny
of a guy,
little
it turned
weird
out, so.
flesh
Yeah.
monsters that talk like that.
Are they dirt or derb?
Or the dirt of the derb.
There's just some flesh monster that comes crawling out of here. Hey, what you doing in here?
God damn it.
Hey, here, Grandpa.
You are so one of the individuals you can go and ask. You can ask townsfolk,
Mm-hmm.
but you do see there is a barrister walking about, just throughout the city.
I thought a barrister was like a railing for stairs.
No, it's close. I forget. the word
Banister.
That's a
now.
banister.
Banister, yeah.
That's
What's a
barrister.
I
barrister?
don't know. I thought it was a thing for stairs.
Why do you know so many big words?
As dungeon master, I kind of have to.
Do you look these up in your free time?
No,
The
I know
only
it.
time I've heard the word cognizant that you said earlier was in my new reality thing. When we were trying to look for a synonym for the word, just like, no.
Barristers are technically like a lawyer in
Oh.
common law.
Oh.
Why don't you just say a lawyer?
Because there's a little bit more. It's. Just make sure I don't get anything wet when I hit this bottle. Because there are those. In this instance, barristers are seen as like a next level up. It's not. They're not like a lawyer you can hire. They have a lot more like pull, sway, like legal precedent.
You say we just see one walking the street?
Yeah.
Hey, yo, give me your money.
How do we know that he's one?
He's got a badge that just says Bannister on his
What
chest.
did it say? She.
Not Bannister. Barrister.
She is walking about, and as you're walking around looking, you hear people like go up to her and go, "Oh, hello, Barrister Silver Branch." So, but yeah, people are approaching her, and pretty much you just hear, "Oh, hello, state's lawyer," aka someone who knows laws.
Hey, law knower.
Yeah, pretty much. Am I making it obvious yet?
No.
I can make more.
All right, we want to approach her. You want to do that? We can do it.
Sure.
All right.
You did technically have to. I just want to make sure that I didn't want to do a whole 50-minute thing of you guys trying to figure out how to figure out what the laws are. I just want to make that easier on you.
You know, let's not talk to her. Let's just keep
You
it. No.
No. I want to approach her at least.
All right, you do it. I'll be your backup.
Yeah. I'll try to approach her and also try to make my presence known before she sees, not to startle. And basically, I want to kind of go along like, oh, I overheard that you're a barrister. Is that correct?
Yes, I am. I am barrister, specifically focused in law of what would you call it? Alcohol?
Typhoon tries not to get interested in that conversation. Okay. Well, I guess this really wouldn't be your expertise. I'm just wondering, would you know where, or do we ask her maybe the answer of what would this term be called? Like what we're trying to
Busking.
do? Busking?
Oh, you want to be street performers here in my district.
I'll just try and
Well-
bring a little happiness and light to the area.
She will flip open a small side bag, and out of a bag that's like no bigger than this thick, she begins to pull out sections of paper.
Oh boy.
So I just need a few things from you to make sure we're all on the up and up about it. Please fill out these forms in duplicate, each one of you. Everything must match between your identification that you have with the sliver as well as with here. And you have this documentation. You'll be free to perform anywhere. I recommend you perform later in the evening over at the fountain. But
Well,
that is not direct input from a city's official.
thank
I
you
said
very
no
much.
comment, sir.
Where would we submit these when we are done?
I will be over there at that bench for a little while. Just give them to me there.
Thank you very much.
Having my lunch, not filling out forms.
I'm technically on break, but
Be sure to take a mental rest at least.
I thought that that's what this conversation was.
I mean, it's lighthearted, so fair enough.
Exactly.
Okay.
You're not asking me, is it technically legal if I got my aunt drunk?
I'm
Yes,
so sorry.
No, it's fine. I love this city and I love helping people.
You know what? Then
But I don't love drunk ants. Those little buggers are everywhere, and they should not be drinking.
I don't think they make it that far. I'm gonna be real honest with you.
As you're talking with her and looking at her, she is wearing underneath some of her like more flashy like lawyer type attire with like ye old powdered wig and stuff.
Ye old.
She has studded leather on. Looking at what she has a holy symbol like on next to her pin. That is a tree kind of like growing up. You guys were around Nariana long enough. She is a form of a cleric.
For the record, now all I want is like an inquisitor or mastermind rogue who is also a lawyer. So like as they fight, they start naming the laws that the other person's breaking as they fight them.
So kind of like John, but more cop.
Yeah, or more lawyer.
Yeah, more lawyer. Like, oh, that's Sydney Ord.
Disrupting the public. Poof, 2 years. Attacking a minor. Poof, 8 years.
Yeah,
Just like with every like strike that the person, they're like naming all the laws that they've broken to why they're being attacked.
Perfect. So yes, you guys are filling this out. It asks just the basic information. You do see there is a part where at the end to get a license to perform for depending on how many days is a certain amount of money. 1 week is 2 gold.
All right. As long as we make more than 2 gold, we come out ahead.
I have ideas, so I'm sure we will.
So you guys fill this out. She is eating just a ham and Swiss sandwich, just out of a bag.
Honestly,
Eating
it
it.
sounds really pleasant.
It does.
She's just sitting there. Every so often, some birds will come over, and she'll like, just eat a bird.
Oh,
I'm so sorry that you wanted her to.
no,
eat a
no,
bird.
I was saying like, yeah, like her presence is more calming than I thought it would be.
Oh,
It was just it was just the worst
timing was
placed.
terrible.
Oh,
she is. Yeah.
no,
I
it
was
doesn't
just
eat a bird.
thinking.
Oh,
She is in her later years of being. She's a half elf. She currently has like a shoulder bob length hair.
Mhm.
But yeah, she just kind of talks to the birds a little bit and feeds them, and then, well, she's just sitting there.
all right. So we fill it out. Each produce a gold, I imagine.
It's
Yeah,
2
I'm gonna
gold
get.
per
Oh,
per performer.
Oh, per performer. Okay, well then we each pull out 2 gold.
I will put in an extra goal just for her even taking the time out of her day to help us with this. Just a little bit.
Go take it. 1, 2. Do you need this back?
No, I just
Bribe.
this is my thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you don't want to be seen potentially bribing a city official now, do you, Ty?
No, it's not a bribe. It's not a bribe at all. Go ahead and get yourself something nice. It's
That
just-
sounds like a bribe.
what?
I'm going to
No,
go
it's
ahead
not.
and take
It's-
that and put it
No.
in his pocket.
Can I just do something nice for once?
What?
You
She
took
will.
time
She
out of
will.
your break to help us.
She will see you guys like struggling with like the legality. Technically, legally, you are giving this to me to fund my campaign that I have announced a while ago and has been slow rolling.
There we go.
Yeah, I heard a lot about it. It's going amazing.
The
Look,
buskers have
well,
heard about the bears.
Quickly looks down at the paperwork. You're not from here, so interesting.
I was trying to act on like it's whatever she's making up right now.
I know she's being serious.
Oh, shit, never mind.
Which is why I tried to
Like-
spin it as even the buskers have heard about the barrister.
Wow. Well, my campaign must have some groundswell going. If you would love to work that in to your routine, whatever you're going to do.
We are sponsored by.
No, legally you're not sponsored. You're just advocates of me wanting reform on alcohol laws.
I will take a look at this pamphlet to see if I like the reformations of these alcohol laws.
We endorse
You will see.
this.
I want
You will
a
see
dry
it
city.
is stricter enforcement of when people can drink, but laxed enforcement on what, drinking in excess and those types of laws are. Like, partying needs to be a little bit more constricted, but when it's time to party and you're in the space to party, it's more open. So it's kind of like funneling, so it's not just anybody can go nuts. It's few people can get access, but when you can get access, it's supposed to be better.
As long as I can get access, I'm fine.
Yes, you both are considered, able to do. You're old enough, and you don't have any outstanding issues. So, yeah, have fun working that one in. If you want.
Obviously, our show has to have alcohol in it now.
Typhoon's leaning hard now. I almost bribed a bear, so I better just.
I didn't say I'll drink.
I better drink a lot.
In it.
I better do the opposite of what Nariana asked me to do.
Hey, I did it for at least one meal.
You're right. You tried.
I did. She said at least one drink. I did one drink.
I imagine she also points us in the direction of the fountain.
Yes.
Okay.
Closer to like in the artsy district.
Mm.
It has a lot of it's like a city square where like all the things come together and form like it's not a perfect like up down north like but it's tilted rhombus.
A rhombus.
It's technically a
rhombus.
rhombus.
Trapezoid. A parallelogram.
It is, but in the center is this large fountain, and it is not like a marble, like some elegant statue, but it's literally where rocks were like formed, like after the geyser underneath broke out. The rocks were kind of formed and molded by local druids to make this ever-going spring in the city, like in the city center. So it has a lot of, it's rustic yet refined in its overall appearance of the rocks. And a lot of people hang out there. They have, depending on the night, there are larger concerts. Depending on, if anything's going on, there might be art shows, things like that. So traffic does come and go through here quite often. So before we take a break, what's your show?
Okay, hear me out. I was totally thinking like El Dorado, how they fight each other, but like it's kind of a dance a little bit.
Julio and Miguel.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, what were you thinking?
All right. Remind me, is your shape water a cantrip?
Yes, it is. I can keep going.
Okay, so that we can definitely do some fire and water stuff as long as we keep it like focused.
Contain.
Only fire breath will be up so that we don't hurt anything. But I can, with the flamey hands and feet, we can definitely play into that.
Or it could be into the water. I'm like controlling.
That could be a good finale.
Mm-hmm. I do have a idea for another finale. So I didn't really I forget where I got this, but I have this. I found this. No, that's not it. Circlet of blasting. I can use it once for dawn, and if I shoot it up, kind of like a firework in the sky at the end. I don't know. And you shoot fire in the sky, fire. I don't know if that's how that works.
Am I stupid?
Yeah, you gave that to me a while ago. I was like, hey, I'm gonna hold on to that. For such a long time.
It casts scorching ray. Jesus Christ.
Oh my.
Does that work as a firework?
Could I make
Okay,
it
just verifying that he's not just shooting something more.
For this instance, he would be controlling the spell, and you could do it like a firework.
Okay.
I can do it from my end, controlling it. You can shoot off fire in the sky too, or something. I don't know. A ta-da!
So it is a hell. You have to have it on your head.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you'd have to be wearing it.
That's fine. It's a part of my get-up.
And it would come directly from your forehead.
Okay, so this is what we do. I'll do a fire breath up. You'll do shape water up. They'll spiral, but in the middle of it, you'll shoot the scorching ray so it goes through it and pops out the top. So it's like the elements collide.
Oh, we got that. 100%. We can do this.
Okay. So you guys spend. I not imagine you guys gotta get at least 2 days of practice in on this.
Sure.
You're a trained professional.
He's not a trained.
Not a trained professional in this.
But I know how to use my water.
You do,
That
but
is true.
a lot of this is the choreographed fighting stuff that
I know.
Dragonheart is a part
Mine's
of.
meant to hurt you. Is it?
So yeah, there's a few days go by for that, and that is where we're going to take our break. We will come back with potentially the Titus Teresa meeting, which would totally be fine, or we'll continue
It'll be fine.
with rolling and going through the week. But don't go nowhere because we will be.
Don't touch
right
that
back.
dial.
Don't touch that dial. I swear to God. Or Handy will find you.
Andy.
The map. The map will find you. Simon, that's your cue. If they don't come, there we go.
If you don't come back, I'll kill you.
There it is. Thank you so much. And be right back. And we're back.
I'm now a man.
Wait, no.
I am lady now.
What have I done? I'm too powerful.
You can change parts.
It's like a Lego person.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
Just hear like the air drill, like used in like NASCAR. There we go. All right.
I mean, Teresa.
Definitely.
Teresa has
I'll let you know.
Transgender transmission.
That is nowhere in my brain on how that would work. Anyway, welcome
Teresa's
back,
have modular
everyone.
parts.
Teresa falls down, just the Lego sound effect.
We literally just established.
Just the Lego buildings.
Both guys know. Stop. For those of you who don't know, Teresa's not a full human. I know their border says human fighter. That is.
Did I make one
Yes.
that says?
I do.
Well, I mean, it was human fighter because it's like, oh, mystery. Oh.
Yes.
Yeah,
Now
but we kinda
everyone
figured it
knows
out
you're
by
an
now.
Yeah,
Android fighter.
We can change it, yeah?
Yeah. That's not. We'll have it changed by
Hello.
next time. Now that
I am
everyone's on the
Beep
level.
You're an android? Okay.
You're an android.
101110.
Holy shit.
I am Beep
The white was right.
Okay, so we are coming back to. We're gonna say we're coming back to after everyone's first like excursion out to set up and for one of you do the job. You're coming back that evening, Teresa. This is on your like technically your night where you're gonna be getting used to being up at night.
Yeah.
So you can sleep well tonight, and then like work out your schedule.
There was one thing that I was thinking about. The constellation, you said that it appeared when?
Like a month and a half, 2 months ago.
That time frame, would that coincide with anything in my head? Trying to think about if that would, like...
Constantly with any of the things that have happened recently?
Yes.
None that would connect it to that.
Okay.
Yes, events did happen a month and a half, 2 months ago, but none that you would believe are connected to a formation of new star clusters.
Yeah. Alright.
BBEG is big, but oh boy.
Astral.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
Mother Universe.
Yeah, speaking of this is a Spelljammer campaign, and this is how I'm going to tell you guys. So, you would like to read the book, and John, you would
Yeah.
like to accompany Teresa.
Yep.
Okay.
Before we start on this, I just like to say, I hope you don't think that my line of questioning earlier made you think that I don't trust you.
I would be concerned if you didn't find it suspicious.
I just, again, know my experiences with that man in that book. And, I would be lying if I said I wasn't a little bit, scarred by that. So
I will remind you before you do this that you are likely risking putting yourself in a similar situation to me.
yeah. But I want to meet him.
All right, very well.
Okay, you both will have to be somewhat reading that book as you fall asleep, so either you two are getting real close together and staring at that book, or you have it propped up on something and you're both just kind of looking at it.
Good night, moon. Good night.
Yeah, not quite. The theoretical equation of astral energy tethering things together in a quantum, yeah, that kind of thing. I do need you to give me a wisdom saving throw, Teresa.
Oh, hell yeah. Is this charm?
No.
And I'm guessing it's not disease, paralysis, poison.
You would be correct.
Right, 14.
Not bad. The 14, as you begin reading the book, your body has a near visceral reaction to just stay awake. Because there's that, like, flight or fight response.
Yeah.
And your body just initially is like, no, not again. Like,
I can sense that shit.
Yeah. But then you capture yourself, and it takes you a little bit while to fall asleep. So, John, you get there first.
Okay.
So you appear in this, once again, semi-hazy watercolor until it begins to pull into reality circular room. Currently, it is in more of a laboratory capacity. There was a desk for studying and note-taking, but right now there are appears to be various mechanical skeletons of different forms hanging up that he is currently looking over.
Okay.
Ooh, John, you're back.
I am.
And... oh, we're having a visitor tonight, are we?
Yes.
Ooh. I believe, then, it probably would be in not great interest to have these up on display behind us.
Probably not.
Hmm. You'll see he'll take a moment to think. As he doesn't begin transitioning away to a different spot immediately. You can give me an insight check.
That's a really bad insight check. 15.
With a 15, that's still good enough to, because he's not really trying to hide anything from you.
Right.
It's still good enough to know that he is wondering if he should change it, if he wants to put her at ease, or if he wants to see her reaction to this.
On the other hand, she might find it interesting. I really don't know.
We'll do something unscientific and play it by ear. If need be, I'll transition it away and we'll be in front of a fireplace with tea. As much as I would like to see the reaction, I find that, from what I understand, if she gets too riled up, not much information is possible.
Unlikely.
Well, let's bring her in. And this is around the point where you will kind of hear a soft chuckle, Teresa, as your mind fully slips. You feel yourself falling into this place. you find it is a sudden jerk of movement. Your body does not move, but it's kind of like your mind has met up with its container in this place.
Mm-hmm.
So your mind jostles, but your body doesn't move as you look and you see him. Currently, he has changed from his what he was working on, covered in oil and grease. He is now back in his more scholarly, official attire with his ornate, jacket and buttons, and currently standing in front of a lot of metal skeletal husks. Some are bipedal, some are quadrupeds. It's a lot of bare bones per se. You see him there in his, you know, lithe, smaller, gold dragonborn form. You remember him, and you remember what he looked like, and even in this, he looks younger than when you knew him.
That was going to be my question.
Yes, this is before.
You guys would probably see my my fist clench. As I just take a deep breath and steel myself. Trying to hold back on the just all of the memories and the trauma and the shit that he's put me through, the future him that he has put me through, trying to quell that so we can have a productive conversation, and I'll just quietly say, "Hello, Father." Or future father,
So
past.
he rolled a nat 20 on insight.
Okay.
Creator.
So everything that you just explained to me that you're trying to hide,
Yes.
you can tell
Yes.
he immediately clocks.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He immediately clocks. Interesting.
What?
I can tell that you're filled with an unyielding amount of rage towards me. If you
Yes.
believed you had any sort of power here, I almost guarantee you would attempt to strike me.
You'd be correct. The only
yet-
thing that's holding me back is, do I see John?
Yes.
Is I'm afraid that would cause repercussions for someone I care about.
Sentimental. And you called me father. Please. There is no parental care.
Oh, I'm well aware. That was sarcasm.
Apparently, I don't know how to program that in properly.
You said you wanted to see me?
Yes.
What do you want?
Well, to see you for one. Your proof of concept of what I'm currently working on. John, how much have you informed her about all of this?
I simply told her that she wanted to speak.
Interesting. Well, let me set a more comfortable tone for you, Teresa. Unless you would rather look at your brothers and sisters, if you'd like to call them that.
I'd rather not.
All right. And he will snap his fingers as this room once again dissipates into the watercolors as things begin to swirl around. Furniture comes out of the ground and places itself. There is a rather large fireplace that is roaring, giving off like emanating heat as a table with various finger sandwiches and teas and coffee appear. We'll have a seat. We're not going to stand and talk all evening.
I will have a seat.
So, Teresa, Tressa, when was the moment that you defected?
In the future, there is a war between the governing body and the people. My comrades and we were on a mission to infiltrate. But something went wrong, and there was so much bloodshed. And all I could think about is, what for? Why did this have to happen? Why couldn't we have figured things out? Why couldn't we have done things in a way that innocence wouldn't have to be harmed? And that was the moment. You all saw that, and so I was decommissioned.
And yet here you are before me. Fixed by Charles Marigold and inflicted upon your body was the soul of a child. Interesting. So your care for mortal life overrid your direct commands and programming to complete the mission. And so I decommissioned you instead of taking you apart. Must be getting weak in my older years.
Can I try and just get his general vibe?
Oh yeah, you can
Just
get inside
just
vibe
general
check 'em.
general vibe check going as he's staring at me. Okay. 18.
With an 18, you look at him, and as he's describing this, you get kind of a sense of he's learning and growing from it, but also in the same moment, he has this like, that's good for me to know, I suppose. But also kind of a look of like pride, but not in you, in himself. And Tressa, how can you be sure what you know is what you know and reality is what you think it is? Versus what your programming would say.
Well, I don't. But that just means I have to trust. I have to trust in what I see, in what in my companions, and in what they see.
Very good, understandable. What about your feelings for Charles Marigold? Are you sure that those are real? How are they, you know, they're not programmed? How do you know that there's not something deeper within you telling you that you have to, you're compelled, you want to, but it seemed in such a way that you want to just be the little, what is it called? Grease spot for your father? In fact, don't worry about John being here. For now,
Oh,
You poop your
you're
pants.
not, and you're still asleep. You're just gone. He poops his bin.
Fair enough.
Don't worry about John.
To you, Teresa, John disappears. John, you are still there,
Okay.
but you cannot. They know they're not regarding you anymore.
fair enough.
Come on, then. Jump across the table. Right here.
would it be more beneficial to me or more beneficial to you?
For me to get hit in the face? Interesting. Come on. He'll lean in a bit.
This past week, I've unfortunately had a bout of unrestrained rage against a thing that cannot be hit or that cannot be hurt.
Oh, I can be heard.
And so, but who knows if in me hurting you, I don't somehow break his brain.
Oh, I see. You're concerned about John. He will look to the empty chair. And John, you will see in his face he's going to give you like a don't worry if she does hit me. I promise you now that scrambling John's perfect brain would do me no benefit.
I rather not risk it. He
But you don't
trusted
trust
me.
You don't trust me? Didn't you just say what you see and what you know is what reality is?
Sorry, I got a little lost in the sauce.
Hit me.
Right.
If you can.
I'm learning restraint.
Oh, now you learn restraint. Interesting. So you have to be compelled to fight now.
You sure talk a lot.
Well, yes. Yes, I do
You like
talk
to
a
hear
lot.
your own voice?
I think the world prefers to hear my voice.
I think you prefer to hear your own voice, and you just project that outwards.
Onto you. That would be a human talking to a snail.
Right. Well, I've answered a few questions of yours. Why don't you answer a few of mine?
Only if you try and strike me.
There it is. You didn't hit me. I didn't do anything you want to do.
I want to see if you can. I don't think you fully understand, Teresa, what you are. You are the culmination of my life's work. You have the essence of life within you, literally on your own, and then...
I strike him.
You go for it?
I go for it.
Catch him off guard.
So I need you to roll me a wisdom save.
Okay. It was that moment of him saying, "You are my property. You are."
Yep. Oh, I knew.
Yep. Fuck you! Fuck you, Diab. You
I
know
won't
what?
do what you tell me.
What thing's the fucking paw? How does a dirty 20 sound?
Dirty 20 is great. I will let you know what happens with that. So you're just bolting up, just like, ready to go?
Yeah.
You go, and you are like this close to his face. And you kind of like indent it slightly. Before you just, in an older of his voice. No can do. Like literally the most sarcastic thing he could have said in like as a programming to you. And it hits you that you broke your fight or flight barrier.
But
You
I
now
didn't
have-
break my other.
You can't. There's still that in you.
directives.
You cannot strike him.
This is the like what the
Asimov's
fuck is
laws
that?
of robotics.
Yeah. That.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make I'm not gonna put a robot in my game without putting Asimov's law in here. Except it's Titus's laws.
Predict.
That is awesome.
That would be stupid if someone this smart was like, "Yeah, a robot doesn't need to worry about it. Fuck it." So yeah, it clicks on you that you haven't broken that free. That yeah, you're just.
I just bare my teeth. Just
Oh, so close. I was wondering if I was foolish enough to not put in a failsafe like that.
satisfied.
Quite. All right, John, come back.
I tried to punch him.
What? Same thing happens. He will
Yeah.
let you get just as close. John, you come right back as you see an uppercut just...
Look what I can do.
Okay. Ask away. John, would it be rude if I ask you to play against me while I answer these questions?
I thought you were asking him to play a song.
Not necessarily.
John, become flute man.
We'll be using the Dryotin rules this time. The chessboard will come up once again.
Oh god, the Dryotin rules.
Yes. The Dryo.
And he will play chess. At this point, with how many nights you've probably done this, there's probably like a little board that pops up next to Titus that like has the rules on it. Of like, what are the Dryotin specifics?
Yep.
He got tired of correcting you. So, okay. So yes, he is playing
Yeah.
chess as he is answering your questions.
What are you exactly? Are you a memory? Are you a moment in time? Are you
This
a past self?
this form you see before you is a fragment of my soul, if it were. Both stuck in time in I cannot progress my studies here further, in the sense of I don't have the means to bring in things from the outside world, per se. I, though, can learn, and I have learned much from John, from you.
You can see everything that John can.
Most of the time. There are times where even my psyche needs a rest, and there is a proverbial assault on John's senses at near all times, due to the small ghost that follows you around.
Oh, you've only seen the one then. Good to know.
At least it's the annoying one.
But yes,
Damn
I have
it.
learned quite a bit. What I can do with that varies on John and I's arrangement.
Mutually assured destruction, I'm assuming.
Mutually? There would be assured destruction, but it would not be mutual. But I don't want that. I don't want ceaseless, unpurposeful harm upon John. I want a partnership, as it were.
What's your end game here? What is this all accumulating to?
I would love to prove my future self wrong. See if I grew stupider with time. Or if time really did teach me the lessons I needed to learn. There are many things that I don't know, well, didn't know, but have different thought processes on now than I probably will in the future.
Do your actions here dictate what
Happens in the future? Happens in your time? No. I attempted that as soon as I made a connection with John and fully realized the situation we were in. I attempted to do something. John, I'm happy to inform you the assassination of your parents didn't take place.
I'm sorry, what?
After you were alive, of course. I wanted to see if I could affect things, and I wanted you to be able to report if your parents died. Or I guess your father, currently. If that makes sense.
I was about to say you're counting one extra parent that's still alive.
Yes. Yes, your mother, yes, no, your father.
Good to know.
So, no, he hasn't been assassinated yet. It's not going to happen. It was supposed to happen a month ago.
Or perhaps since you're an older version of this time period now, maybe it'll happen in, what, 100 years?
Well, that's what I was saying, is if I put in a hit now,
For 100 years.
for 100 years, a very specific thing,
Understood.
it should have happened.
Well, either that or it's playing off the now and it'll happen in 100 years.
100 more years?
Yes. Which is
Well-
unfortunate. It'll already be dead by then.
Yes, if your father's alive by then
Well, we've got bigger worries.
we have very much bigger worries. Anyway. You kind of, you see,
I
like,
just-
an awkward, like, mutual, like, smart bond between the two of
Yeah,
them.
I know. I'm looking at that and I'm like, what the fuck?
So yes, you don't have to worry about, technically, in the 100 potential year span of me interacting with anything in your world.
You said prove to your future self.
Mm-hmm.
What does that look like?
Well, First, I need to fully confirm that I am still alive. I am much harder to kill than some people would assume, even when I'm over 100 years away from now. And then once I prove I'm alive, I would preferably try and figure out what I'm doing. And if what I'm doing is something that can be done better by me or undone because it's a stupid move, then I would play chess against myself.
There's so much narcissism.
Yes, I am. Because I've earned the right to be narcissistic.
By trampling on the lives of others.
Trampling on the lives of others. Do you not fully realize the circle that you're in? Well, technically not you anymore, but most people. Things rise, things fall. You just learned that the creator of this material plane got trampled on by mortals. The cycle has always been there. I merely proved that I was meant to be at the apex. Eventually I will fall, all things turn to dust. But through my research and through the perfection that is you, I believe that I can prolong, or maybe I'm already prolonging my life past my mortal coil. Though containing that much arcane energy inside of a non-organic vessel would be difficult. Unless I had a way to compact the weave.
The cycle exists, of course. Things rise and things fall, but that doesn't mean that we can't try to make things better.
I did. From what I understand, Taroga is a bustling powerhouse of a country. It's well protected. Most of its citizens are well fed. There is a constant churning of arcane and academic ventures that changed the world. Your father is one of them. Built the whole rail system that we use. Helped design technologies that extend people's lifespans. Imparted a human soul inside of a inorganic body. From my perspective, things are going great. From your perspective of 100 years ago, from your time of you being a mercilessly killing machine that eventually grew a conscience, it wouldn't be so great, but it's hard to see the top when you're such a small part of the mountain.
What about those who are still disenfranchised? Those who are undercut by the system? Do they not get a chance to...
Everyone has a chance to rise. They merely must persevere and push on and do what must be done to reach the top. There is no structure that will exist that would both protect those that need protecting while also equally lifting everyone up. Selfishness and
Socialism!
self-centeredness will always sprout its head. And there will always be someone who wants just a little bit more than what everyone else gets. And all it takes is one individual to act out, to disrupt the status quo, as it were, You yourself are an example of this.
Could I not also posit the theory that you are also an example of this?
What were I?
Well, consider yourself, right? You are, historically, at least from our time period, someone who more or less wound up changing the landscape of your own environment, having done things to achieve more and get more for yourself compared to the others. So are you not also an outcome of that theory?
Indeed. Which is why I know it to be true. Which is why I know people can rise up.
Of course. And yet that statement that you made is almost as if that's a bad thing.
It's a bad thing when individuals do it to simply undermine the status quo if it benefits the majority and not the minority. If someone acts out in order to make everything equal, but by making things equal they want actually themselves to be in charge, then they're merely upsetting the balance for their own personal gain and not thinking about the many.
You wound up in charge.
By thinking about the many. If I wanted a totalitarian dictatorship, I could have done it.
Well, and theoretically, you could have.
But I didn't. Because I wanted to create a new status quo that brought more up to try and ease the burden of the less fortunate and give them a chance to rise up without the need of violence.
However, at the same time, the thing about scientific theory is that, well, it doesn't always pan out the way that you expected it to.
You are
in
correct.
this case, those who are in most need of the assistance actually wound up seemingly suffering the most.
Which is an unfortunate side effect of time, and I have to imagine certain circumstances forced future's hand. But in my current perspective, I could change that.
Well, of course, your current perspective, however, perspective is an ever-shifting situation.
Indeed, indeed. But if things are truly as bad as what it is on Tiroga, knowing that there is still another uprising coming, perhaps new perspectives could help level that. I am not a perfect individual in the sense of I have no flaws. I do have flaws. My arrogance is one of them. I am willing to admit that. I am humble enough to admit that. But
A humble narcissist, interesting.
indeed, paradox in and of itself.
It is. It's curious. My only major concern, though, is let's say that we're going with this idea that somebody disrupting the status quo is a negative thing. That seems to be what you're more or less saying, is that anything that goes against what the majority sees as true or correct is therefore accurate. That is the thing, though, is that is about the perspective.
Indeed. It is about the perspective, but the bigger picture is the perspective that I am having. If you have, it is the simple, it's the simple trolley problem. I can change the status quo and affect these individuals, or I can leave it and run over far fewer.
Correct.
I have to pick one. I'm going to pick the path of least resistance because it benefits the most people.
Or you could think outside the box and stop the trolley. Or you
Push
could
it off
move
the
the
tracks.
trolley, push it off the tracks, move the people, rearrange the tracks so it goes around the people. There are many different options. That's simply what I'm saying.
I agree. But society isn't built on the what ifs, the maybes, the potentials for the track. How many people only see the track as an infinite moving forward thing, not something that can be changed, but just a vehicle to ride on.
And at the same time, if you're going to use an allegory but apply certain parts and not the rest, then maybe you shouldn't use that allegory.
You are correct. I'm merely trying to help explain the situation in full that everyone would understand. What I'm saying is, current me before you and future me don't exactly see eye to eye. Apparently, he focused more on the military applications of, points to Teresa, the tech, while in my current era, I am focused on the academics, focus on using this to take away labor from those that do not need to work 10-hour days to get a meager day's profit, where I can have these automatons, my creations, go out and take care of land in areas that they need so individuals can learn more and study more and lift the foundation up.
Of course, and at some point along your
Something
experiences, your perspective changed, or your priorities changed.
Exactly, and I would like to know what that is.
Question. While I'm like listening to this, does he truly believe this, or is this just grandstanding?
Give me insight.
Would you believe me if I told you I got 2 natural 20s?
I mean,
No.
the easy answer picture didn't happen, but ahem. With 2 natural 20s, you can tell he fully believes that his arrogance is so strong at this point in his life, especially with the current knowledge he has about what he is capable of doing, that he fully believes that he is the prime Titus. He believes that he is the one who is the apex of the apex, that his future self must be dilapidated with age and something is skewed the course, and obviously that he can't be smarter than what he is now. Right now he's the pinnacle. His philosophical mind is big brain time.
And while we were on Torogo, I don't know anything about the current status of the current Titus. Right.
I'm pretty
No.
sure that was mentioned.
He was not in power, but he is quote unquote retired.
He
Right.
is said to be dead.
Remember when you went to Felidin, they
So
were having
he's
an
really
entire week,
retired.
and that's why when you went to Felidin, it was a week off from everything because everyone was taking a week of national grievance that they lost Titus, their leader. So
Oh right, that's
why
right.
he said he's not sure that he's actually dead in your time.
Oh, there. Scrolled up. There you go.
Yeah, he is not 100% sure that he's actually dead. Knowing what he knows from your existence and reality. You fully with the natural, he fully believes that he is the smartest, and he fully believes that Futures is not dead.
So and so, prolonging life, yada yada yada.
Well, anything else? John, you can't put that pawn there. That pawn is technically a sandworm.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize that we were playing by Southern Dryoder rules.
Oh,
I
I'm terribly
assumed
sorry.
Middle Dry. You're right. I'm silly. Of course.
That pawn is a femboy. That pawn.
No.
That the one is a butch.
He'll look back over to you, Teresa. Anything else I can help you with?
I think that's it for now.
Well, I just want to say it's been an absolute pleasure to be able to talk to you.
Oh, the pleasure was all mine. I say with full fucking sarcasm.
You really wanted to hit me, I could tell. Outside of your unbridled rage to want to strike me. Your own father, Oh, I'm wounded. I do hope you do come back. It would be interesting to check in with you every now and again.
Go fuck yourself.
In front of the child,
Punch him again.
watch your language. As you get ready to wake up, you feel yourself both of you feel yourself kind of slipping when you see he'll call out to, technically, God, now I'm getting confused. Teresa, you're Tressa.
Teresa, yes.
Yes,
Yes.
so he'll call out to be like, Teresa, would you like to stay for some cookies and
No. Hey.
hot cocoa?
No.
And you feel
No. No.
as you
No.
and you wake up in the
No.
morning.
I check. Do I feel her inside of me?
No.
Freezing.
There is no
Sorry, what?
presence of Tressa in you right now.
What's I'm assuming like I'm just gonna take the liberty, like there's probably some sort of like potted plant somewhere, right?
Oh, 100%. There's a bunch of greenery around, especially on the balcony with all the plants and stuff.
I'm gonna take one of the pots that's like in arm's reach and just smash it.
So that's how everyone wakes up.
Ching.
Just
I'm not paying for the deposit.
I fully wake up as if like I'm on my ship and we're getting attacked. Not the hatches. What you say? What the fuck's going on?
I'll pay for it.
John, you also wake up.
I did forget. I wanted to like make a note of everything that's been going on before I went to sleep for like my little biography.
Yeah, that's
And I'm kind of like doing a separate thing also for Whisper too.
got it. Yeah, that's really fine.
Yeah, just wanted to say that.
Your autobiography. It's called Raising Tides.
Now it is.
Oh, come on. That was good. See there, Typhoon making waves.
That is definitely an IT, like some sort of tech mogul. Anyway,
Yes.
so yes, you all wake up to that.
I'll pay for
Bye.
that.
Okay.
I got it.
Do I want to know?
He better not hurt her.
What?
I swear.
Gonna look to Dragon.
Typhoon with the real questions. What?
Hey.
Huh? What?
What the fuck is going on?
You gotta pull out the classic star. Huh? What?
Yes.
Doesn't know
Hi.
what
Yes.
How is John reacting?
I don't think any of you experienced
John
this.
is very like, I don't want to say like, yeah, that tracks, but he's kind of very much like I more or less expected how this conversation was going to go.
All according to my plan. Terribly for me.
Hey, sorry. Let's just say I had a very long talk with Father Dearest.
Like, which one?
Uh,
How?
points to the book
Oh,
that I
gotcha.
assume is still open.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I went to that.
Beat him up.
And explode John's brain. I don't think that's
Hey, do you
in
have
the
one
cards
now?
right now.
What was that, Typhoon?
I was saying, dude, does she have one now?
Do I have a
Well,
brain bomb? Oh,
Yeah.
No.
I check. No.
No. Well, hold on.
Well, that's...
You can look you can look inside yourself. You can give yourself your
Yeah.
own insight check.
Yeah. All right.
Body check.
16.
No, there's no tether between you and that book.
I don't feel anything.
And I really don't think
Thankfully.
that guy likes you.
I hate shit out of him. John, thanks for that experience. I'm sorry if I caused discomfort.
No. I can't say that any time I go it's entirely comfortable in the first place. Your presence didn't make it any less uncomfortable.
I still had to play chess. It was stupid.
The nicest thing you've ever said. The presents didn't make it more uncomfortable.
Next time you go into the book, can you check and see if
I will.
she's in there?
Yes, I will.
Okay. I hate to think what he might be doing to her. Anyways, I will go. I should probably report the let's call it the sleepwalking. I guess this will be called sleep breaking.
Question.
Oh,
The younger Teresa is like a spirit at this point, right?
Mm-hmm.
Having said that, being what John is, would he know what would be the ramifications of a spirit getting sucked into like a magical book?
It's like putting.
I don't like that. I don't like the pondering face you're making.
Take a look.
Is it
it's
like
in
putting a bag of
book.
holding in another bag of
I
holding?
gotta, like, well, the issue is like
What I guess let me ask the more specific question then. Since she is a spirit, and because of the situation with the book, and because of the situation with the out-of-time gentleman who's in the book, what would John know about what he could do to her?
That's what I'm talking. Like, technically, I have put us in a situation where I'm like, well, theoretically, there's a lot of stuff going on. Does John know about it? Can I just explain it?
I mean, considering there's magic items and spirits involved, which
yes.
are both things John's had a lot of exposure
John would be able to surmise that it's like whenever you're there. Technically, you still exist. She still exists. She's spending time. There's no time. The progression of time still marches on.
Right.
Technically, if you spent 100 years in there, your body would wither away, and you would.
Correct.
Be a whole thing.
But she has no body.
She
just
has
an
no
ethereal
body. She
form.
has nothing. She can stay in there because he is linked to you.
Correct.
And because of the properties of kind of like a gate, there's all the way she gets out is the same way she got in. Is Teresa has to be there. So you can surmise, especially from your connection with the book, that he pulled Teresa out as an insurance policy
He's
to
insured
guarantee that Teresa has to come back.
I have to go back.
If it's to check on her or to get her back, Tressa must enter back into that world at some point.
I've had.
Got it. Okay.
How do you get planning like that? How do you plan so far in advance?
I feel like
baby.
I feel like since Teresa has had this girl's spirit with her for so long that there's this probably a very sinking emptiness feeling.
Very much so.
As I take my hand and place it towards my heart where I feel she would be, but it's empty. Well, He is just as conniving, just as much of a dick as I remember. But enough about like me. I remember he was talking at one point about you, John, about your dad. Is he that like important? It'd be like in danger?
Not that I'm aware of. I think he was more testing a theory.
Oh, is it the oh, the fuck he was I remember something the grandfather theory.
John kind of looks at her and is just like, no, actually, I believe he was testing the theory to see if he could affect things in the real world without being intricately tied through some sort of method of connection.
Oh, okay. He wasn't talking about hurting him in the past to affect your existence or
No, it would be to affect John right now.
right, because it's current, right?
Because
Okay.
then he could go, hey, John, let's have a talk. Is your dad dead? Yes?
Why do you ask?
Cool. Things are about to get wild.
Both
But-
Teresa and my heads are too
Which-
small.
Which John will
small.
look at her and then say, which tells us that he can't affect
He has
things without
limited
some
control. Yeah. He has
guidance.
limited
Or at
control.
least he wants us to think that, but I
Yeah.
don't feel that's the case.
Currently, he's
I-
back there. Fuck, now what am I going to do? I made him believe it.
Right.
Gotta keep him on his toes.
Well, that was productive for me.
Well,
What do you think of him, by the way?
I think he's very interesting.
He's a dick, right?
He certainly has
What a dick.
varied perspective on morality and a very high perspective on himself.
Yeah, I just wanna fucking knock him off his high horse or something.
Well, unfortunately, you can't.
Yeah. Yet.
I mean, as he said, though, humans stopped a primordial being before.
Yeah. Then that means we can. I mean, that's good information.
Indeed, it is.
Okay,
Yes, informational.
Anyways.
so we are going to wrap up tonight's session with
Yes.
you guys going through some rolls, and I'm gonna be giving out some money, and time's gonna go by. So who would like to
I
go
win the
first?
lottery.
I'll go.
All right, I need you to give me Arcana.
18.
Okay, give me History.
That's 16. I'm rolling real bad.
Give me Intelligence.
Real
check.
bad.
Yeah.
14.
Okay, so
I am rolling real bad.
my God, you really did waste those high rolls
I'm
earlier on
telling
being
you, I rolled a
mad
nat
and then.
20 on being angry with my plus 600.
Actually, John has the lucky feat that can change it.
Oh, does he now? That's so cool to know. Did you know the BBEG
I
also has a
didn't-
lucky feat now?
I did
mean,
not
I'm-
roll above a 10.
God, that really sucks.
I
What
know.
die are
And
you
he's
using?
also a divination wizard.
I'm using this one. Yeah, I'm a multi-subclass necro divination. I divine.
You're
the
you're a
necronation?
half,
Onomancy.
you're a
the
really tall
necronation?
halfling.
Yes, I'm a very tall
Necrotation.
halfling.
So with that, I will say that it is kind of a slow roll. You do get everything done. There was a timetable if you could get it done faster, but that means you have to. There are plenty of times where you have to wait. Are you?
Ugh,
Well, if you're gonna be here for a while, let me tell you about the time my brother and I went down to the water hole.
Oh,
Not the
please
water.
indulge me.
Where the water hole, which I'll
Trying to work, trying to focus while this fucking guy is talking.
You can't do this. You
And
can't be
are you
Titus and
looking?
then you be this guy.
I can. Or
No, you
the
can't.
first was about this bird. Yeah, the whole thing.
Wow, you know, that sounds wonderful. Why don't you go and find me a fish that looks like that big so I can see a better representation? And leave me alone.
Good idea. I'll go visit their aquatic section.
Tries to move away quickly.
He will eventually refine
Run.
you. He's doing laps. He's like, oh, that's sure.
Oh, yes, I had to move on.
Her the first.
Wow, that's quite a fish.
Puts it down. I'll tell you about my mom.
Yes,
Several times.
several times.
Murmur.
How was her beef stew again? What was the secret ingredients?
Oh,
Chicken.
it was German.
I see. Riveting.
And a little bit of paprika.
Sounds
bark.
wonderful.
It really is turning into a Swedish chef, isn't it?
Kinda. So yeah, you enjoy that all week.
Like I said,
Enjoy is a
consequences of
strong
my own
word.
actions.
Consequences of your own.
Who wants to go
actions.
next? You will get your full
I'll go next.
payment.
What's the payment?
I'm bringing it up. Hold your horses.
For John, it was 100 gold.
100 platinum?
Yeah,
Are
it was
you
100
100
Really?
electrum.
Are you yeah, you get electrum. Are you embezzling? Is that how you're getting that?
It's only embezzling if you're caught.
I mean, theoretically.
Otherwise, it's just a really good tip.
You know, that's some Titus level bullshit.
Sorry, that was
That's Shiro logic.
that was sardine
Or
breath
that's
coming back. I'm
Titus
sorry.
logic. I support sardine press logic.
120 gold.
120. Alright, cool.
John has money.
Hooray.
For how long, I wonder.
That is holistically depending on you guys.
What if John was always broke because he kept going to strip club? We just didn't know it.
No, he's always broke.
I will find my
He's
lover
always
soon.
broke because he's a wizard and spells are expensive.
No, that's
Yeah, John
fair. I
just doesn't
thought
go.
it was something
John goes to
outlandish.
strip clubs, but not for the dance. Just be like, so tell me, what are your thoughts on?
No, it's more like he goes to the strip club because he's like, there's a very specific like magical component that he needs that can only be found by this one stripper. That's just like a sequin that's on her dress or something. Just like, I need. How much would you take? I'm looking respectfully.
Charity, please. Be charitable.
Please take your clothes off.
But
okay.
respectfully, please.
Who would
Why
like
are
to
you
go?
dancing doing it? Just take them off.
Who wants to go next?
I
Teresa
will.
did.
Okay, so I need you to give me a. First is general intelligence.
Okay. Can I add Tinker to proficiency?
For this, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Tinker to intelligence. That's a flat. That's an 18.
Not bad. Okay, now give me a sleight of hand.
Oh hell yeah! I've been waiting for this. I say as I get a 19 plus 6 plus 3, so that's 28.
Cool. And now give me a strength check.
Oh. Did I can't add my tinker tools to this, I'm guessing. 21 still.
Great. Those are some awesome throwing of the polyhedrons. And you will also get paid the full amount. So you will get so for the 5 days,
Yup.
it's I did the same thing with this one. Where I made the math stupid complicated based on how well you did. I do believe it comes out to be 150.
Hell to the yes. Let's get paid?
Right, 150 is your bar, gentlemen. 150 is your bar. Hold on, actually, let me.
Oh,
just
to
roll
make
for,
more than everyone
yeah, hold on, let me
else?
just roll for Claw.
Easy. No,
No, it's not. There's no...
yeah, I don't think
So,
You
we're
guys are
gonna do it.
buskers.
Claw rolled a 15, a 19, and an 18.
Is that with the
Damn.
modifiers?
No, just on the flat on the die.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
Oh, damn.
So
She's
For
fine.
tracking, that's pretty good.
yeah, Claw is doing an amazing job of just like, like just play around like.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, Claw is the predator.
Tracked the
Fang-
first day.
Fang is-
just
yeah.
killed off.
Yeah, like pretty much got
Yeah.
all the information she needed and has just spent a lot of time just hanging out, wild
The
shaping
woods,
around and just
yeah.
druiding it up.
Good for
Hell
her,
yes.
though.
And then I will add to her character how much that got her.
200 gold.
Cleo, if you're watching, we miss you.
You're making money.
You're making money. I'm taking it. Thank you.
Oh my
Bye
god.
bye.
It.
Thank you.
I just want to let you guys know.
151.
Thank you.
Wouldn't that be hilarious?
Thank you.
Wouldn't that be hilarious?
Herder.
Would it count if I give it to myself?
It actually does earn 200 gold.
Oh, shit.
Wait, we
Claw has money.
Claw has 200 gold.
Oh, is it?
Immediately, I'm going to just. I'm not going to pick where it goes, but I'm going to assume
Feeds the
that
horses.
Claw doesn't fully know what to do with all of that.
Claw
money.
feeds it to Fang.
No, Claw's
She
not.
like uses it to like track to like get birds to like come down because it's shiny objects. So she's like,
We're
Good
constantly
on-
like picking
like
them
Crow
up. We're
just,
like, no,
picks it up,
Claw.
flies away.
So Claw is currently sitting at 3 platinum, 256 gold, 8 silver, and 101 copper.
Nice.
Damn. Nice.
Be a real shame if someone were to
Robber.
have her
Yoink.
sleep and take her money.
Turns out
Are you putting in a
John has
request?
one crux, and it is when someone has more money than him.
We love you, Cleo. Please come back.
Yeah, please spend that money. I want to know
Before,
what, I
before
wanna know
Sai
what,
comes up with more ways for you to lose
I
it.
want to know what Claw
I'm just saying,
spends.
if I wanted to kill the real money bags of the situation, I know exactly who'd I'd kill.
I don't know if I much.
What do you got?
Enough. But I could really use some more here.
Let me hold on. I'm not gonna say it out loud.
I'm
I
not
feel
saying
low.
anything.
Yeah. I need money.
For the
Me
record,
too. Give
I
me,
earned
give
it
me.
My
myself.
trust fund says I need money.
Hey, now, no. I'm like
I know.
Bill Gates kids,
Oh,
where I have to make
know.
my own money.
You've earned it. It's just funny that it's you. Out of everyone
Because I don't
here.
spend money.
Exactly. But also, yeah,
Hey,
like
I'm
your
curious
pedigree.
How much of this compared to mine? I've been chilling.
Hold on, let me look. I'm not gonna tell you if
Oh no, don't say it.
I'm not gonna let. I'm just gonna. I mean, you're gonna kill the real money. Vic.
Got it.
Good to know.
I forgot how much.
By
you
the way,
got
the
from
cleric
that.
didn't donate any of her money when she stayed on the ship, did she?
Let me see what the cleric.
It wasn't like,
got.
oh, this worldly possessions of mine.
Right, right.
I
won't need these. I'll be catering to these lovely individuals
She'll
on
be
this
getting
ship.
gold through pirates anyways.
yeah.
She makes house calls for cash. Or room
You
call.
should
Room
donate
service.
this to an
Give
orphanage.
yourself 3 platinum and 91 gold, John.
Cool.
Hey, now, that was my roommate, thank you.
Listen. You said
That
3
was
platinum
my
and 91.
Yeah.
protector.
Okay, so for Tweedledee
Tweedledoo.
and Tweedledoo, I need you guys to give me. Both of you are going to roll
Uh-huh.
a performance, an acrobatics,
Okay.
and either a dexterity or a charisma roll, because it's 2 skills and then a trait. But you guys, for one of you has to roll charisma, one of you has to roll dex on the final one.
All right.
So you
well,
both need to roll.
Let's start with
Yes,
performance.
both give me a performance.
That is
Me.
19 plus 6, so 25.
Okay, and what did you say, 19?
17 for me.
Okay, 17. So that's pretty good. All right. you guys are doing your whole thing. There's a whole
learning the
moment where you
ropes.
guys are like coming over the day one. You know, you guys are getting into it after
Mhm.
everything. Okay, so I'll consider that. I gotta do extra math on this. Here we go.
All right, then the next you said was acrobatics.
Yes, give me acrobatics.
Show me the money.
17 plus 8.
5. I got dirty 20. 17 plus 8 is 25.
Okay, so 25.
Another 25. All right. Now, one of you give me a dexterity check. The other one give me a charisma check.
All right.
So what's your charisma?
I have a 16, so plus 3.
Mine's also plus 3. What's your dex?
It's a 20, so plus 5.
Okay, we're in the same boat here. It doesn't
my
really
gosh.
matter.
Wow, I'm glad I didn't go to either side.
You wanna roll both? And
Do you want-
whoever has the highest number takes the
I don't think we're allowed to do
I
that.
don't think we're allowed to.
No, I want you to pick it now.
All right, do you want me to do charisma and you do dex so you have a little bit better of a chance?
Your rolls, you have a flick of the wrist. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I want it. I know. It's just the.
Actually,
the,
that was fantastic roll. That's my best roll today.
That's a dirty 20.
I was
I
hoping. I was
got
like, please
19
roll
plus
under a
5.
20. What was that?
19 plus 5 this time.
Nice!
So you guys
I
are
made up for it.
absolutely crushing it. And what is your axe name?
Thunderstorm. I don't know.
The stars not in
Flaming
alignment.
tide.
Can't do it today.
Flaming tide.
Stars.
I mean, it would be like what? Like fire, water, or something like that?
Earth, wind, and fire.
We are.
The stars, not today.
The brothers of elemental destruction.
Oh, gosh, what are we, the Undertaker and Kane?
We're in the elements.
We're the double dragon.
Two hot cool dudes.
That's a flashback to the red and blue dragon
Idiots
match.
and fire.
Whatever your name is.
The steam makers.
I had thought
That's
of
my
that.
favorite. That's hilarious.
Two steamy guys.
Two steamy boys.
Two Stevie boys.
Do I detract for that name or do I give for that name?
I love steamy boys.
It just sounds so silly.
Are you guys steamy boys?
Do you want to be Stevie boys?
I was hoping for something a little bit better, but
I was too, but I don't care.
for right now, just as we get our grips on it, sure, we'll be steamy boys. It'll say
Like
steamy
day one-
boys.
Day one we wrote Stevie
But
Boys,
like
like,
underneath will be
halfway
like
through.
parentheses, name subject to change.
And you guys have your whole
be enough.
performance of fighting and dueling, and there's like an acting bit where you guys have we're brothers, we're not meant to do this, but you have in the whole storyline and everything, and it ends just as you want.
But you stole my girlfriend.
You
She
bite your
wasn't
thumb at me, sir.
She wasn't your girlfriend. She was my girlfriend.
Who gave you
How
that?
could she touch her?
Who gave you that circlet?
She
Your
turned
wife.
into the moon.
Yo,
I should know. I fought her.
Yeah, like that whole thing, a whole thing. It's so over the top and dramatic, but is it nice for?
By
But
the
it's
end, one's
coupled with,
holding
like,
the
the-
other, like, don't die. I'll miss you so.
Our souls will intertwine like brothers should.
Until the next life, brother. Steve.
I may lie on my deathbed.
It's like a
I will look
ninja
out
bomb,
for you
like the
in the
smoke
afterlife.
bomb, which is like great steam.
Okay.
My brother turned into the moon.
That's rough, buddy.
John walks by, that's rough, buddy.
Okay, so you guys are doing this with the timeline and everything. You guys are doing this for, I think,
It'll be 5 days.
5 nights.
Yeah.
So I'm going to roll these 4 more times.
Okay.
And I'm going to give you your total.
5,000,000
If you
platinum.
guys make like 500 gold, I'm going to fucking scream.
We'd have to split it amongst the two of us, though.
That's still a lot.
That's still
That's still
250.
That's 250 each.
Shh.
Like,
You guys are paying for the rest of the hotel rooms and the rest of the campaign.
You just made 150 gold. Shut up.
part of it. No, that's all them. We paid the more expensive half too at that.
We had to earn it.
You
We
guys
didn't
are
have a
paying
set
for my
number.
magic gauntlets.
So what I'm hearing is they're gonna buy the nice rooms from now on, and Teresa and John
Oh
are gonna be
my.
sleeping in the stables.
No, I'm gonna do what I do with every character I have. Hoard money.
You are the dragon.
Your total is 380 gold. I
Went-
rolled this percentile 5 times and only rolled under an 8.
Is that each or total?
That's 2 grand total.
So you said 300 what?
80.
So one.
It's 190 each.
190,
Okay.
yeah. That's still more.
190 gold.
That's for combined. You guys did more. Now you guys didn't top Claw's
That's fine.
individual
But
record
our
of
one
200, but
job-
you guys one job.
Or physically more.
For a job that we made ourselves.
Yes. So
Yeah.
You went
we're
to, like, the
on
nicer
all
part of
relatively.
town.
I mean, some of you earned more on the upper 100 scale. Some of you earned more on the lower, but you guys all earned a decent keep.
We should keep
I
this in
wanted
case we need it for
more.
later.
So I will say the final night when your job's done, Teresa, John, you're able to go. There is this moment of you guys and Claw is back watching them do, because the hype over the week is like, you have to see this show. People are like coming, like building up more and more and more. You have to see this. There are you guys will see that the barrister, when off the clock, is an absolute party demon.
That's what
Very
she's pushing
much.
for her.
She would
movement.
frequently conduct business because do you guys put anything in the show about her?
She asked us to, and she,
Probably like near the end, just like, and don't forget.
Well, I think we would like try to like when we like talk with fans, kind of just be like, man, you know what I would like to see some. As much as I like to party, I think I'd like to see some more good restrictions to keep the city safe. Kind of, like casually work it in.
In the
Yeah, yeah.
background, there's just like a banner that says like, "Keep the city safe." Like, it's like in the
Subliminal messaging.
2 Steamy Boys approve. Steamy Boys favor sweeping the city. Yeah, you guys have this beautiful moment of it's at night, the lights are on, there's this Technicolor display and everything. You guys have a few bards that come in and have watched you for a few nights and give you like soundtracks behind your moments, and there's people really getting into it. There's a big community like gathering in the art community for you guys.
Oh,
We must remember this in case we need it for later.
100%. Also, by this point, people have recognized.
Hey, what? No. Who could have foreseen
That
this
tracks.
coming? Who could have
Who
foreseen
could have foreseen the man making the
the
biggest?
consequences of my actions?
And so there is a fan club for Dragonheart, like the Dragonheart Junior Fan Club.
isn't that Dragonheart Jr.?
I have questions.
About
Throughout this week, have we heard anything else about the doppelgangers?
We are going to come back to what you guys learned
You titillate me so, sir.
next week.
nope, not next week.
2 weeks from now.
There
Next
you
time
go.
we play.
Or, I mean, we can make it like, you guys don't have to go. I don't know where you're going, but you don't have to.
I paid a lot of money to go there, so we're definitely doing it.
Okay, let's just take the whole computer with no.
Oh boy.
Dragonheart, sign my tits.
Did you detach them again?
Respectfully, as long as if your vote goes to Barrett.
Are you of age? Alrighty then.
Anyway, tonight we played what?
What do we play?
What do we play?
D&D.
We played Stevie Boy. This will go up on YouTube on Monday.
Monday.
We will not be here next week. We'll be back the following week.
Following week.
Following
What else can they do,
week.
Cymerk, if they're needing more?
Tomorrow you can check out the RPG table right here on Twitch, Vampire the Masquerade Chicago by Night, where some shit might have gone down Friday night, so find out what happens on Saturday.
I believe
Somebody
so.
might have died. Interesting. We'll see what happens. But after that, on Sunday, you can catch we are actually going to do it. No more technical issues, no
Yes.
more delays. We are going to be launching Season 2 of DC by Night, Crypts of the Commonwealth.
You almost
Hell
said
yes.
cryptid.
I
didn't you?
almost messed up my own title, where I am the ST,
I'm the map.
and the ST.
God.
So yeah, check that out. That's gonna be at 6:30 p.m.
I'm a
Eastern
player.
Standard Time. That's right, Star is a player. So it should be a good time.
Okay.
I play Teresa. I mean,
Anything else from our dynamic VTube duo?
Also, once again, I wish you all a lovely Chinese New Year. Gong Hei Fa Choi to those who celebrate. And blessings and good tidings for the coming year.
It's the year of the dragon, right?
That.
Yes, it is the year of the dragon.
The year of the dragon heart.
No, I ain't go for
Yes.
As I am appropriate.
Yes.
He said in the
Yes.
lucha mask.
It is the year of the dragon, which is a very auspicious time
a
for
dragon, by the way.
that brings great wealth and prosperity. So I hope that comes to fruition for all of you.
As a dragon V2,
All right. Oh my goodness.
Not
That's
the wrong
going to go
kind of
straight to his
dragon.
head.
With all that being
Shiro,
said,
wrong kind of dragon.
Dragons? Wow.
thank you guys so much for being here.
Great.
We hope
On
you
that
enjoyed the
note-
show, and we will see you guys in
On Dragon D&D.
in 2 weeks with our Slivers of Fate campaign. But so until then, bye.
Bye.
Dragon D.